Welcome to the stream, everybody. I'm PCJ Law from twitch.tv/PCJ Law, and in today's game, we're playing as Spain, and this is going to be a Spain OP Natural Wonders game. We've had this game submitted by a Twitch follower called Alex Saka, who very kindly provided us a semi-rigged but semi-not-rigged version of a map where many natural wonders are available to Spain. So the challenge we're doing today is we are going to be playing with ridiculous natural wonder Spain start. We're going to try and see how fast we can win this game when the game is rigged heavily into Spain's favour. So Spain, for anyone who doesn't know, and why we're making such a big deal about it, is because they have this ability here. It's called 7 Cities of Gold. You get a gold bonus for discovering a natural wonder, and the bonus is enhanced if you're the first to discover the natural wonder. You also get culture, happiness, and tile yields from natural wonders doubled, which is silly. Great Barrier Reef is like 2 food, 1 production, 1 science, and like 2 gold or something. Double it. 4 food, 2 production, 2 science. You get the point. King Solomon's Mine is 6 production, 12. Lake Victoria is 6 food, 12. Fountain of Youth is 10 happiness, 20. So Spain is utterly ridiculous. Not only do you get a silly amount of gold when you find natural wonders first, but then you get double output from them. And by the way, enhancements to the natural wonder tile yields also get doubled. So one with nature, faith from natural wonders, is also doubled as Spain, which is even more ridiculous, especially when you combine it with the Great Barrier Reef. So that's why Spain is so good. Kind of ridiculous. They also have 2 units, but they matter far less than everything else about Spain. They have the... where is it? I've just highlighted the Landsknecht. They have the Conquistador, which is a knight replacement that can also settle cities, which is kind of okay, but, you know... You don't tend to be founding that many cities once you've got to chivalry tech. And Spain also has... I was looking for it. It's the wrong spot now. Where's this thing gone? It's called the Tercio. I'm guessing it's something else. Here we are. Looks like it's a Lancer replacement. Well, no, it's a Musketman replacement. That's what it is. So I guess it's a slightly stronger Musketman with a bonus versus mounted, something like that. But sadly, Musketmen don't really see an awful lot of use on Deity difficulty because it's just not... It's not the way that you would normally go to try and keep up in tech, so it's quite difficult to find use out of Musketman. Same with the Conquistador, but Spain's ridiculously OP ability of 7 Cities of Gold more than makes up for all of it, so long as you get a natural wonder. Which, hint hint, spoiler, we will. Settle KSM second to start spamming workers out of, maybe. I think so. I quite like that. Natural Heritage Sites is also doubled, by the way, says Veg. Yes, it is, yeah. Natural Heritage Sites is another one of the things that's doubled. Now, here's the first piece of secret information from this Spain start. Lake Victoria is like right up here, so we're moving. Ah! Lake Victoria. I knew it was here. For finding this wonder first, you have gained 500 gold. Cool. So now we have Lake Vic. Oh, lol, Spain. And we need to immediately go due east to go and reveal King Solomon's Mines. Yes, shocked face for everybody who already knows what this map is. Pretend like you didn't know. And we'll carry on. Alex says, woo, hello, Alex. Welcome to the stream. Yes, we're playing it. The person that gave us this map. What a start, says Operator Semi-Group. Exactly, I know. We weren't expecting it at all. Yeah, I'm pretty sure we're going to... The land's too rubbish to the northwest here, so I'm pretty sure we're going to settle in place. It makes sure that we keep all these civil service river tiles that we've got along here as well, which is quite nice. We got 1 here and then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 here. So there's 5 civil service river tiles, another couple of civil service farm tiles here, 3 Luxes, banana, and most importantly, the Lake Victoria. Hopefully you can see GBR first. I know where GBR is, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to settle the city and buy the tile so that we can see it. Go for the meme Spain double Pantheon Piety game. What is the double Pantheon Piety game? I don't know it. Yeah, let's buy Lake Vic and then work it. And then we'll grab ourselves some scouts. Do you reckon we should buy the shrine? Like... Oh, religious tolerant tenant and piety. Oh, interesting. Okay. If you found cities with one with nature, yeah, we'll see, I guess. I mean, we definitely will try for one with nature. Are we supposed to buy the shrine? It's only 180 gold. I imagine we probably are supposed to. Crazy. Yes, 100% buy the shrine. Yeah, I agree. I think so. So I guess we're buying the shrine. We also need to buy a settler when we have 2 pop. Yeah, seems worth it. We'll buy the settler as well. Sure, we're gonna find 3 natural wonders hopefully first. Probably 5 natural wonders first. So we got a lot of gold. Once your own religion starts spreading, you get the pantheon of your own religion twice. Oh, that's kind of ridiculous. Oh, yeah, of course. Yeah, I know what you mean. So when your religion's spreading, but before you've been fully converted, you'll get doubled up. I don't know if it's worth going for that ridiculous double up, but should we just buy another settler now? Is that something we should do? Oh, we've grown. We've already grown. Lol. All right, let's buy our first settler. And we probably need a warrior just to escort the thing. Yeah, Solomon's Mines too. Wow, I know. Didn't know that was there. It's as if we walked straight at it. It's more happiness as well, would you believe? We're progressing towards a golden age. Yeah, let's keep growing. Oracle says, this is as OP as a Civ 5 can ever get. I love it. I know. I mean, that is the point. If there's one thing that you can count on Alex Saka for, it's for a ridiculous OP Spain game. You ain't seen nothing yet. Oh, I know. Alright. We'll send this settler straight over to... What's the fastest way to go? I'm pretty sure we want to go right up on this hill. I guess this is the fastest way over, and we can take the warrior. Then we might as well just buy the other settler straight away, right? And go and find GBR. Madrid grew again. What is this? I've never had Lake Vic in my capital before. Which is kind of crazy. We're 1-turning. We need to save gold so that we can actually find Lake Vic. Monkeyism joins the stream today. Says, oh, Spain. In before double Barrier Reef. What is the gold bonus for Spain first El Dorado? It's 1,000. Yeah, Dorado is pretty rubbish. Apart from the 1,000 gold, it is pretty terrible. Turn 4. We got 2 settlers, by the way. Yeah, if you didn't guess, this is a bit of a semi-rigged Spain game, where we know where the natural wonders are and they're all settleable. Having OP yields is worth a lot more than 500 gold, but yeah, so this is kind of crazy. The map is available in the Discord, by the way, for anybody who's interested in playing it. Or you can just reach out to Alex Saka and ask him how on earth he came by this madness. See, I forget which way is the fastest way to GBR. Can we grow in 2? No, we can't. Okay. This is still 3-turn growth, though. I think we need another scout. Then we should probably get a monument. We're buying... Oh no! I haven't got enough gold to buy the shrine. Rip. Well, we'll solve it. We'll get it. It'll be a couple of turns, but we'll find it. Perhaps we'll find the Fountain of Youth first. That or we just build it. It's like 4 turns now. But I'm a bit of... I've noobed the shrine thing a little bit. I've bought too many settlers. I mean, it's gonna be... We're gonna find this thing in 4 turns, aren't we? So I don't really want to build it. We'll just ignore it. But yeah, fake game, lol. Never seen anyone make a natural wonder tier list, says Vinyl. Which makes me wonder, we're not playing in Spain, which one do you think is the best? Yeah, I don't know, actually. It's not something I've thought about, like, the most. I'm pretty sure it's right here I think we need to go. And then let's get ourselves... let's go for a monument. We need to make sure that our culture game is good. Let's get up here. We also need the gold to buy 2 King Solomon's, which we'll do. Yeah, this is the spot for GBR. Yeah, so also, so for a normal game, you've got GBR, KSM, Lake Vic, Fountain of Youth. I mean, it depends on if you're Spain or not. I think if you aren't Spain, the best ones to find are probably Uluru, Sraprada, Lake Vic, maybe KSM. I mean, obviously, well, Fountain of Youth is ridiculous too. But yeah, I think Uluru is quite strong. Because you get Pantheons, you get growth, you got quite a nice, and that's the same thing with Sraprada, is a bit of growth, a bit of faith, that sort of stuff. Because of how strong faith is, things like Uluru and Sraprada are actually quite strong natural wonders to settle. KSM's great, gives you a ton of production, but you know, if you don't have salt, KSM is like just having salt sometimes if you're not Spain. So KSM is a little bit different. Fountain of Youth is ridiculous. So I don't really know. I mean, I guess there we go. Wow. Well, we got a 500 gold from the Fountain of Youth now. Yay. Which means we need to, one, buy the shrine. So that we can get this Pantheon. We finished animal husbandry, so we've now seen our horses. Grow in 2 turns if I do this. Monkeyism says stop. What? This map? Yes, by the way, surprised face for anybody who didn't know that it was there. Took a few rerolls, boys. See, Cobra says Fountain of Youth best hands down. Yeah, because I think the happiness is just too good. Sraprada, Allura, KSM. Yeah, I think so. I think that's a pretty accurate representation. Alright, well, that's KSM. Let's build a granary here. And then spam some workers. We can't afford another settler until we find the GBRs. We need to meet some city-states too. Yeah, I don't know, like... If this were actually... Yeah. If this were actually custom, yeah, you would have salt in as well, wouldn't you? You'd be on salt regional with all the natural wonders. It's just very strategically re-rolled. Also, I forget if I said welcome to the stream, but welcome to the stream. Booley. And hey to everybody in chat. We've got GBR in Barcelona. We could grow right now, but we might as well just do granary in 3 turns and then worry about growing Barcelona. So 5 YouTubers be like, oops, lucky map. Yeah, I know. It's like, oh, I did not notice this salt was here. So the one thing about streaming is that at least everybody knows you're authentic. Oh, great Barrier Reef. Oh, great Barrier Reef. Wow. Apparently we only discovered this 1 second. I don't really get that. I'm going to be sad if you're not first to see GBR. I mean, we saw one of them first, but it only gave us 100 for the second one, so I don't know what that's about. Is it because GBR can't give you 500 each? There's going to be some salt, right, in the form of the AIs wondering what on earth they walked into. Lol. No fish on reef, crap wonder. Yeah, Seville needs these GBRs, by the way. I don't even know why I've clicked granary here. I'm pretty sure it should be worker first. Venice must have just saw 1. Oh, fair. That yield is stupid. Oh, I know. 8 science, we playing Babylon 2 now. Maybe. It's kind of crazy, isn't it? Alright, we got 681, which means we can buy another settler. We'll buy the one in Barcelona, I think, so that we can run it to the Fountain of Youth. Oh, city's got to be 2 pop before we can do that. Well, it might be worth then growing Barcelona. We do need to build settlers at some point. The cap needs to grow in 1 turn, so I guess we'll build a... I can't get away from wanting another scout first, because we've got a lot of land to police here. We're going to need all of these scouts. And then I think we grow Barcelona and just buy the settler that's going to the Fountain of Youth from Barcelona. Because it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5... It's like 5 turns before we even get to Barcelona. So I'm pretty sure we just grow this thing once it's got a granary. To pop 2 and then buy the settler in Barcelona. And Madrid can start building some settlers in a minute. Yeah, 8 science. Yeah, I know, it is very Babylon-like, isn't it? This ridiculousness. We've seen everything we need to see in terms of the fountain. I'll probably just move over here to try and block Brazil away. Do we buy another shrine? Because of all the pantheons that are going. I feel like that makes sense. Because there's no faith city-states to be had. I feel like we buy another shrine settler. 5-turn settler seems a bit lame for this city. I do feel like we should buy another shrine. You can just build it in KSM City if you want it that bad. Yeah, it's 2 turns. I reckon we can build it in KSM City, alright. Save the gold for something useful. So it's 370, and then it's 220 for a worker. So 440. So we can afford to buy 1 worker and 1 settler. So we got probably just buy the worker in the Fountain in the Youth City. It's going to be that bad. I'm pretty sure we just want to buy the worker there. Here's the city-state of Mombasa. And Barcelona can churn workers out as well. Alright, we got this. Do we buy this plot of land? Probably. And then get growing. It'd be quite quick to grow because we've already got a granary here. 2 turns sounds good to me. Because then we can get that settler in 2 turns. This city, I haven't even set it all to production focus. Like what? But I think we can go worker first in all these great cities. Barcelona, well, this shrine's taking ages, but we'll fix that in just a couple of turns once we've grown. Sweden, hello. And here's our first annoying barb. And I mean, it feels like tradition because we just don't need the liberty bonuses. Too many good cities. Oh dear. Did you do any scouting of the map before this game, asks Alex. Yes, I did. Yeah, I know. 8 science. From Seville. Pretty crazy. We need to steal a worker too. Let's not forget to do the basics. Oh my god, all these barbs. What are they on? Settler. Order grown to the wine. Need a worker in here. And then it's probably, I mean, let's take archery before going anywhere else. Heal here. Let's check out Sweden's gear. If there's fish on a reef, do those tiles also get doubled? I don't think so. But they obviously can get the bonuses of lighthouses and things. Monkeyism says, this reminds me of when I got Civ 5 as a very young teen and just spammed Montezuma in jungle with raging barbarians. Oh man, yeah. Oh really? It's barbs on the tile that we want, which means we'll have to build an archer. Let's come back here actually. Temple of Artemis in 8 turns. Sounds good. See if we can get it. Just wait here with the settler. There's not a lot we can do about this barbarian without an archer. So maybe we get one. Because we only need, if we're going up to 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 cities, we've already got this settler. And this is already this settler, so we only need 1 more settler. We grab an archer before. Yeah, fish doesn't get doubled, but it can be lighthoused. Right? I think that's how it works. And 1 with nature, please? Yes! Oh dear. We've got plus 34 faith per turn right now. Oh, man. Grab a worker. You have to go Jesuit at this game. I guess so. And we kind of sort of semi-do, don't we? I would love to go Jesuit. It's so much faith, isn't it? Like, how do you not? I mean, we need to get the culture for it. But I'm guessing that's... I mean, it could be an issue. Oh, the peaceful Indian people have finally met us. I'm pretty sure... Oh, dear. Yeah, okay, this settler's in a little bit of danger. Need to get the warrior back and try and figure out a way around. Maybe this scout can guide us in. Because this is a pretty bad spot to be here. That's pretty rough. Oh, we got an instant heal. Okay. This is really tough, though. We've got to do, like, 3 turns in here. I reckon the scout can fill the gap, though. It's turn 18. We'll be okay, especially if we heal this turn. And we can take oligarchy. Might as well just have another worker here, right? And then finally start improving some luxes. Full piety is tricky, it's not Poland. Yeah, I know, but we'll try it. Yeah, we would have pagodas really fast. But yeah, we'll kind of see. I mean, we have to see how it all nets out, won't we? Okay, so it's pretty... This is a little bit dicey now, isn't it? I mean, one of the benefits of these being barb archers is that they can't steal our worker the same turn as our settler the same turn as they shoot it. But we might have to build an archer in the KSM city to get this settler back if things go a bit awry. Which they didn't. Good. So let's head over here. Just trying to bring everything over that we possibly can to guide it into position. And I believe this is just going to have to be the religion of... What does Spain follow? Is Spain Catholicism or is it Protestantism? I don't remember. Does anyone know? Also have some gold you can use to buy the archer. I'm trying to save it for the worker. Spanish Inquisition. No. Catholic. All right. And we are Catholicism then. And is tithe... No, tithe is here. That's good. And can we get pagodas? Yes. Tithe and pagodas. Found the religion of GG no Re in the cap. I want to grab an archer now. Still didn't do our worker steal yet. That's a good point. Need to do that. Although it might be that worker stealing from the city up here is best. Not sure. Thanks for everyone for letting me know it's Catholicism. Watermill, philosophy, try and get Oracle. Oracle would help with claiming piety. This warrior is getting battered. Now we need to try and get this thing out alive. It's pretty bad in there. See if we can have this worker. I don't know if this worker wants to go on the marble or not. I feel like it probably does. But then you do give up an observatory city. I mean, you gain basically nothing by going on there, apart from not being as close to this city. I guess maybe you don't even gain the wheat. No, I haven't quite decided what I want to do with that yet. Maybe for the purposes of happiness. Not that it matters. So we don't lose Toa. 1 turn left. Oh, I'm pretty sure I knew that was there and I've just sacrificed that scout. Oh, I don't know whether or not to settle this city here or 1-up. I mean, what's the benefits from staying here? We get basically nothing, apart from an observatory, which is actually pretty important. We still get all of these good tiles. The game recommends this spot, so I guess we do just go here. Especially because we might need this fish. And we're not getting this fish unless we go all the way up here. Which we could do. Yeah, you know what? I feel like this city is a little bit better when it's not so close. No. Does it need to be that far away, or can we just take the observatory? Oh, this up here doesn't even get the fish. It just gets this wheat in like the third ring or something. I'm just going here. We'll settle Fountain of Youth in a couple of turns. Get a granary. Actually, need a monument here first. None of these cities are growing. They're just doing their deal. That's fine. Oh, we lost Tower by a turn. Oh, hurts. Grab a caravan. No, we need workers, don't we, here? And that sucks to lose Tower by a turn, because we don't really need gold. Man, that could have been something. Oh, no, we don't need a monument. I keep doing it because when you get to put more workers, this worker can go up to Cordoba. Oh, that's rough, though. That could have been it. Getting Tower. Oh, where's Mombassa's worker? Being terrorized by a barb archer right now. Just wait. May purchase with faith. That's pagodas, isn't it? I think we'll enhance first. And then we can settle this city right here. And buy to the fountain. There we go. That's happiness sorted. Need to build a monument. Lido. I need monument in Cordoba. Oh, yes, you're right. Of course. Of course I don't. Oh, man, I'm always so bad at that. But you are definitely right. Don't need a monument in Cordoba. Oh, and I was going to buy the worker in Toledo, but we had to spend it by... We had to spend all of the... Have we got trapping yet? No, we don't. I'll go improve the wine then. Oh. Stupid movement there. Alright, we need to deal with all of these annoying barbs. And then it's probably just... I mean, it's a few turns like until we can buy a worker in Toledo, which I think we'll do. Got a lot of gold coming in. Nizza says, hi there, is this the fishy map we talked about on Tuesday? Yes, it is. Cobra says, all the culture and culture wonders are massively important in this game. Yeah, I agree 100%. We're going for Oracle, which I guess we're building in Barcelona. I'd guess. City needs more food. We'll probably try and get a trade. We need to enhance GG no re, which I'm guessing should be... Did we go mosques for like double building? I feel like double building is totally viable here. And then we can just have like religious texts because it's so early in the game. Oh, I mean, I don't know. I mean, double building will get us all the culture we need. I doubt production's going to be an issue. Although it is nice. But double building is also pretty ridiculous. Yeah, turn 26 enhanced. The only religion on Deity seems legit. Yeah, bigger the spread area, the better. I think you have a monument in the Fountain of Youth city. Oh, do I? I mean, the first 4 cities get a monument, by the way, from tradition. So the Fountain of Youth city was the 5th settled, so I'm pretty sure that's the one that doesn't get the free monument. Alex says, this is my reasoning when re-rolling to get these kinds of maps, lol. Pretending to be Deity, yeah. I didn't expect Seville to be the worker spam city, but it is, and that's totally fine. The scout can't heal, can it? Give it one. No. I just kind of need to get this thing away to heal. Need to do so. We need to deal with this barb camp down here as well. So there's a couple of troublesome barb camps here. What we'll do is that, and then try and grab an archer. And save some gold. Yeah, 5th city. Sorry for my confusion, but it's turned 26. Yeah. Poor Mombasa. We might actually be stealing this city-state worker up here from Vancouver, which I don't dislike, actually. Because that city's going to need 2. So we got legalism. Yeah. So this is the city that needed the monument. In here is fine in Seville. Need a granary at some point. But we have been spamming workers. Did we try for something like Stonehenge? Mausoleum? I don't want to get too far ahead of myself. It probably is just another worker in Barcelona, isn't it? Or a caravan. A caravan would be good right now. Let's try that. Buddy says, is there a specific goal for this game? Win as fast as possible, yeah. Mausoleum is really good, you're right. We'll need the gold for sure. I guess we don't need to improve the luxury straight away, so I'm just going to chop some forest. This city needs to grow now that we're happy. I forgot that for several turns. It was a bit dull of me. Too late for Ancient Wonders. Yeah, I don't really want to lose another one after having built it for like so many turns. Like we just lost Toa. That would suck pretty hard. Needs to back up one so we can't get like immediately slammed from a warrior coming out of that barb camp or something. See if we can get Vancouver's worker here. We don't need to double steal, so I'm just going to take this one and make peace. And in the cap, we'll take a granary so we can grow this thing. While we're here. Optics. We need to build Oracle. I mean, it's quicker in the KSM city. Shouldn't be working these. So I guess we actually build Oracle here. Right? We want a lot of piety. We're going to need the Oracle. Archer can instant heal. That's what we needed. We can try and take... Oh, great. Try and take out this barb camp now. Yeah, I'm glad we didn't stay at war with Vancouver because we'd have been shot by the barb archer and shot by the city of Vancouver, which would have been quite troublesome. You'll definitely be able to buy schools as well as labs with Jesuit. Yeah, I mean, I would like to. I'm pretty sure... I think I agree with you. I think that's the way to go. We just need to kind of get there. And start buying all of our culture buildings and stuff. Because actually, we're by Pagoda. And then do we go for Caravan? Feel like we need the double caravan now, just like Barcelona and Madrid to each other, and then we can let the rest be cargo ships between Cordoba, Seville, and the other cities. So I wonder if we look for that. Might even be able to get Hanging Gardens. That would be quite useful right now. Also, this is, by the way, is a barb archer camp, so we should try our best to clear it. Yeah, we can have silly faith potentially. This archer has leveled up. Take open terrain here so that we can try and take this thing out faster. We can get back with the worker that we've got in Toledo. We haven't found enough gold to buy that worker, which is quite disappointing. Need to send one of these workers back down now. Could do with more in the cap. What can Seville do? Lighthouse for the fish. Shrine. Lighthouse. Something like that. I'd rather lighthouse than a one-turn shrine. Because we've got all the faith in the world right now. can sell luxuries for gold. That's true. No need for happiness. I think you're right. We could do that. Don't have any friends. I'll see what happens. Oh, I think we're being shot by an archer that we can't see. Yeah, that's annoying. We need to come back here. I'm not standing here because I don't want to get in the marsh. I really dislike standing in the marsh there. Got an iron in Barcelona. We can't grow in one, and I don't want to give up working KSM. There goes the henge. Border grown to a fish in Cordoba. The granary and the cap's nice. Monument to granary here for sure. We don't have the banana yet. I still want this worker. How do we get more gold? Where am I losing? Where are we losing all of our gold from? Just having too much stuff, I guess. We want this spot right here, which is why I'm not going anywhere with the settler. Guess we can take trapping too. Yeah, imagine marble in the KSM city, I know. Yeah, you'll be good when we get the next culture tenant. I think so. Actually chop this down. And then keep working towards mathematics maybe for the hang gardens. More gold. I don't want this scout to slam the camp dead. I don't think it's going to be able to. So we can't. And we'll keep that worker. And we can now grow in one. What's this doing here? Chop that. Try and get ourselves a lighthouse here. Oh, I forgot to set to auto purchase like pagodas and mosques and stuff. Let's get a mosque. Oh yeah, Barcelona can make Petra too. Yeah, that's a good point. Maybe we should go for Petra. It's still here. All right, do we go for land elite or do we go for aristocracy right now? Or is it like, I mean, it's not piety yet, is it? But yeah, I think food and growth, yeah. I don't know. I mean, we definitely need the growth landed elite in the cap. And we do want to grow Barcelona. Let's do that. And then we need to spread our religion, which means missionary. So I want to just set to like auto purchase all the stuff we need because I've waited too long for everything. And then mausoleum's here, but we get no benefit out. I mean, I guess we get the gold from the mausoleum, but we actually probably just need more workers now. Perhaps a library at some point. Oh, we can return because that's a food city state. Let's just return that. Lol. So we've got a maritime as well. Grab a monument. I wanted this worker for Toledo. Just need tiles, good tiles in Madrid. Trade request 2, yeah. I think it might be worth it. Yeah. Oh yeah, I should have left the barb camp, shouldn't I? No, but the city-state worker moves first, so it wouldn't have got robbed again. But we could maybe try find another way to get some allyship from them. I need to get some of these good tiles, though, before the city-state does. There's actually a danger. Could do with more gold. Could always do with more gold. Maybe this is the time to start selling off some luxes, like maybe the wine to someone. Sweden. He's only got 6 GPT. Who's got more? There we are. William's got more. Just like sell the wine or something for now. Because we've got 16 happiness. Do need to find some cultural city-states. Alright. So Madrid keeps growing. That's fine. Oh, I haven't managed the growth of these cities particularly well, I must admit here. Could have been done a lot better. Yeah, I haven't managed the growth that well at all, have I? Is it Hanging Gardens in the cap for 12 turns or Hanging Gardens in Barcelona? I'm pretty sure it's Hanging Gardens in the cap. If no one's tradition, Gandhi's tradition. Could still try it though. That would be nice. Get a bit of a wonder spam going. Need this tile. I wonder if we can actually go and get this barb camp now. We haven't got Mombasa for long. What do we do here to make this city growth easier? Just cut down some jungle. Chop some stuff. Yeah, friends with Gandhi's good. Or we can give Gandhi some stuff for some gold. I would quite like that. Maybe give away some copper for 200 gold for now. Because we're going to improve this copper so we'll get it back. And that'll make sure we can buy up these tiles from the city-state. Being shot by everything with this warrior. Every time we try and come out and get that, we get knocked back. Barcelona are about to grow, so we can grab a little bit of food here. Maybe do this for now. Cordoba grows, Santiago grows. We don't really need to work production now. We can probably keep growing with the cattle for the moment. And this is another worker here. Maybe we can double warrior to try and take down this camp. Could try Colossus in the expand. Yeah, it feels a bit unlikely, doesn't it? We'll try. Okay, we're going to finish Oracle next turn. Need to give away horse to Brazil. Because yes, we still do that even on the ridiculous Spain game. Oracle, yay! Free social policy. Aristocracy. We don't need the happiness yet. That's going to let us get being converted, the religion in Barcelona now. Well, we need to make sure Barcelona and Seville flip as soon as possible. Oh, there's a barb comp bow here. What? Always. Probably do need to bring an archer over. This scout down here is totally pointless. Need to meet the rest of the AIs. I don't actually know where they are. And we got a turn for Petra. I'm pretty sure chopping this jungle down is not worth it. I don't know why I'm there. Let's get out of there. After Petra, try Mausoleum. Maybe. Now we've got to try Petra now. 8 turns. Probably 8 turns even after the caravan. Going on here. We need an archer to handle these barbs. We're just going to have to be annoyed by them for a while. Let's bring this scout over. We've got the library done now. Maybe more workers, or is it a work boat? We've got 8 workers. We probably need another one. Let's grab a worker. Make sure we get as many workers as we can. Colossus is still here. Colossus could be built by the Seville city. I mean, we might as well try it. What else are we going to do? Oh, LGX Dean just subscribed for 1 month. LGX Dean, thank you very much for the subscription. That's very generous of you. Welcome to the stream. OJB asks, are you not settling the North City? My spider senses are telling me there's 4 to 5 wheat possible. I don't know yet. I think it's probably just a while. But yeah, like we probably needed to do it straight away and things just didn't go that way. You know how they just don't go that way sometimes? That's kind of what I felt like happened with that city. They just didn't go that way. Which feels like a bit of a cop-out answer. 6 cities is before National College is honestly more than enough as tradition anyway. Alright, cargoed with your fountain in a youth city, fair enough. Yeah, I can see that happening. Oh, there goes Hang Gardens. Oh, well, we tried. Good try for Mausoleum. Could just put a library. Granary done into a library. Try not to delay NC too much. Toledo can grow if it gets any food, but there is none. It's got a border grows with that banana, so I don't want to do anything about it. Bring one of these archers over to try and handle that barb camp, because that's irritating. And yeah, see, Petra's taking the same number of turns anyway. How much food has Madrid got? We can grow it. I don't know about... I feel like the Mombasa trade route would be quite good, because that's a lot of food here. A lot of food. Phil's going to keep growing. I mean, we should work this tile until we get a lighthouse in the other city. There's no point in not working it yet. Few cities need quite a few things done. Where's the combo gone? Don't know, but we've got an opportunity to try for it. Oh, Lost Chase says, tuning in for the first time in a bit. Uni taking a toll on the available free time. Yeah, fair enough. Yeah, all's good. Hope you're doing well. Hope uni's alright. It's like 8 food for an ally. Pretty juicy. Yeah. So it's about... Oh, LGX Dean says, any tips for same turn crashing? Oh, I know, actually. Like, I mean, there are a lot of crashes that go on in Civilization 5. I can honestly tell you what it is without having a look. If you're always crashing on the same turn, something seems to be broken about your game. There's probably no way of fixing it. I would try reloading a couple of turns before and just doing things differently how you did them in the past and see if that fixes it. But often if you've got same turn crashing, there's something... If it keeps happening, if you reload the game, there's nothing you can do. Yeah, Hang Garden's gone. It wasn't even Gandhi. Yeah, I'm going for National College now. Yeah, I think it's true. Like with Mombasa, we'll see. I mean, because if we're going to trade to Mombasa, we'll make a cargo ship. Do we have the engineer? We don't have the engineering cargo yet. I remember there's a reason I went that way. Mausoleum's gone. Gandhi is spamming a bit. This combo is a nuisance. Need to back up again. Order grew to a banana that we can't work. Now we need to... Oh no, we still got one more turn on the lighthouse tile here. We faith purchased another missionary, that's fine. Let's send this one out up this way out later. More gold. We want to be buying pagodas now. All of our faith. Just heal. On this way, see if you can help take out the camp. Hope we get Petra here. We need 2 food to grow, which we can't get. No, that's fine then. Yeah, mods could be the problem, LGX. Yeah, let's be friends with everyone, why not? Oh, there goes Petra. Man, we've lost out on quite a few wonders. 6-turn Colossus, don't mind if I do. Cordoba's going to get converted pretty quick, so I want to just send this down here. And then this can come over here to get Barcelona converted over. We're losing out on a lot. I'll just get a library and be sensible. Losing out on this many wonders is not the way I'd intended to start this game. I think the combo is going to come give us some trouble, isn't it? And we can finish tradition with monarchy, so that's 20 GPT. We should probably move towards civil service. Don't need circuses yet. We're already in a golden age. Is it like, what is it? Is it a temple for more faith? Not like we need anything else. We got 9 workers. I mean, we could do it with the 10th. Let's get a 10th worker. And then think about it. Given our chances that all the wonders are gone. Might as well. Our Cordoba's finished the lighthouse now. Means we can do that. And then we want to get the lighthouse worked here. Rhodes feels like a good choice with a lot of these spare workers. Keep an eye on Sweden with the scout. Wait here. Do nothing here. Need to sell our iron here. 2 for 74. I mean, we might be able to keep giving the city-state gold and get away with, I don't know, not sending the trade route to Mombasa, because it's more food if we send it to ourselves, and it has the double bonus of helping our cities. But no. Market. Good point. A market might be a good choice in Madrid. We're already getting 19 gold here. A market would be great. We've got enough workers right now. Let's go get a market. Because we got all of our workers so early, we've got more than enough workers right now. Which makes a market a better choice. So I think I agree. Market's one of these things where I always aim to remember and always forget. Barcelona, Cordoba. This is fine. We need to actually seriously grow these cities at some point. Library done. Markets as well. Might as well work on gold. Although maybe here's where we can get another worker. We expected to spam workers from Barcelona, and all we've done is fail at wonders. It's very sad. I don't doubt the wheat city would have been absolutely ridiculous, though. About to grow. Wait. Yeah, because we started all of our workers so early. We're in a good spot with workers. Maybe just queue up a Colosseum. I know temples would be useful. What's this enemy is near thing? Oh, that's good. It's gotten out of the way of this archer we're trying to kill. Good. Barb camp finally gone. Madrid's temple. We've just finished tradition, and now we've got free aqueducts everywhere. How obscene. Santiago needs a stable. It doesn't have. It needs a library. Let's build that now. Because I think it's going to be the city that's holding up the National College. Which means the library is pretty paramount. We've already got a library here. Building library, building a library, building a library. We just need a library here, which we have, which means we're going to National College at some point. It's turned 44. We should start on it now, or pretty soon. It's a shame we can't work Fountain of Youth for more faith. GG no re. There we go. Up to 40 faith per turn. And Cordoba should switch in just a minute. The tiles around Fountain is... Wait, the tiles around Fountain of Youth are civil service tiles. What? Oh my god. I didn't know that. Are you serious? Let's get rid of this. And take this maybe and just wait here. Let's make sure we don't get too many bar problems. We got a lot of land to cover, which is why we have so much military. I feel like we want to go hard on temples. Is this plains or is it grassland? It's grassland. It's a shame that we lost Petra here. That would have been great with Petra. I guess civil service is going to be soon. Might as well go to metal casting now that we're here and then come back for civil. But this empire could really benefit from civil service in a big way. Hobroven, they should say freshwater. Farm, fertilizer, economics. It doesn't say freshwater. Is it because I don't own them? Farm, fertilizer. There's, oh yeah, it says comma freshwater here, but it doesn't here. Jungle, comma plains, grassland. Oh, yeah. Oh no. We've got too many city growths happening every turn. It's fine though. Growing one turn here. We've got a tile. Just grew. Oh, we can work that now. Here, we want to grow to that. Cap's fine. Although he's working a bit of a bogus tile right now. Just work some growth. Yeah, that's a really bad tile. Don't really want to be working it, but we don't have much choice. There goes a religion. Okay. Don't want to lose the worker yet. Barbs have been a bit of an issue here, but not too difficult that we can't handle. Good luck on Colossus. I just don't have to. I mean, here would be a really annoying spot for a barb camp to spawn. Otherwise, we're good. Yeah, I guess we're not going for the wheat city. We need to chop down some tiles anyway, so we'll start that. Also could do with buying this bison. To help Toledo grow. We need to make sure to build aqueducts in all of our cities that need them. If only we could... Oh, we can work this tile now for the faith. Bit of a meme. Aqueduct. Did we just buy an aqueduct somewhere? I feel like we can. So this city got a free aqueduct. So where didn't get the aqueduct? Toledo and Santiago didn't get the aqueducts. Toledo has not got much of an issue with growth. Whereas I guess we could do with growing Santiago a bit more. Maybe we buy the aqueduct here. Although maybe I should have saved for a uni purchase. That probably would have been wiser. If I was in my infinite wisdom, I might have remembered that. Spam Great Wall. Stoneworks next. Why not? Need another worker maybe. Stoneworks here too. We're already generating enough faith. I don't think that's an issue. Already getting another worker. We probably don't need any more. Need to build National College. So perhaps we do that. There's hand axe here. Oh, what victory type is the goal? Definitely science. Whenever you have time, don't forget to touch Fountain with military units for healing bonus. A good point. Probably should remember that. Are we going to get Colossus? Come on. Yes. Colossus. And let's feed Santiago because it's flagging. Bought another pagoda. And then we need to build some more roads. The quickest road is definitely up here to Cordoba, so we'll do that. Madrid. Don't want to build Great Wall. Waiting for National. 25 GPT. What are we at? 11 workers. That feels like enough. Circus then. Or maybe it's a mint. No, it's a circus. Or a temple. I think either's probably fine, isn't it? Let's go in here and build some more roads. Although Barcelona needs to improve its tiles, so actually probably do that. These barbs are starting to be a bit of an issue in Toledo. Need Granary Lighthouse, probably Lighthouse first. because there's no granary tiles here. There goes Great Wall. When are we building national? 2 turns. Double open terrain bonus. Build the camp. Alright. So you are supposed to be here building a road. You're going for the road. What are you doing? Civil service tiles for Madrid. Keep growing. More gold. We're up to 34 per turn. Sounds like a workshop here in Barcelona. Pretty brutally good. This ivory would be nice. More food there. Do that and grow in Toledo. Sweden seems to like us a bit more now. Give him another. He doesn't want a good value horse though. It's a little bit disconcerting, but hopefully not too much of an issue. And here's where all the production for Santiago is going to come from. It needs a stable as soon as possible. Jichinitz is gone. Probably could have gone for that if we tried for civil service. Road, please. Road, please. Workshop. Put a turn in. Lost our golden age. Here's fine. We'll work the production while we try and get the lighthouses and things up in Santiago. Also, aren't we sending it a cargo now? Yeah. That's fine. We need to build the other cargo ship. I think I've made a bit of an error in not queuing up this cargo before the Colosseum because it's totally not necessary. Colossus is good though. We really needed that. 2.46 needed here. Can we do that? Yeah. Nice. We should do this. Barcelona's going to grow. Another horse there. Give away some horses. Pedro appears to want some horse. We're nearly about to lose Mombasa, which we could probably pay again. Welcome to the stream, Nodalmux. We can probably give Mombasa a gift of gold. I really would like to use the cargoes for growing our own cities. And I feel like since we've got such a ridiculous amount of GPT, we'll be okay. Do we try Piety? See if we can get to Jesuit. I feel like we do. Because we're going to have a lot of culture per turn in a minute. City has adopted a religion. Good. So that's every city with a religion now. And all cities doing well. We've got... Where are we? Oh, we're top. 45 pop. Turn 51. Right into a workshop, I guess, now that we are pro. Santiago needs to grow. We can do that. Can't wait for civil service in 3 turns. It'll be pretty epic. Yeah, this definitely isn't fresh water, the Fountain of Youth, sadly. I wish it was. That would have made it quite OP. But it sadly isn't. Marks asks, what should you do if you have too much dissatisfaction because you've taken too many cities? Give them away. Sadly, as the only thing to do. There's salt here from... Oh, really? He just gave away the salt while I was trying to click for him. Yeah, I mean, if you've got too much unhappiness from taking too many... Like... I mean, I don't know what your situation is, so I can't give you the most accurate answer in the world. But... Civil service in a couple of turns. Let's go there and there. So yeah, I have no idea what your happiness is. So I can't really give you that great information. But There does... Oh, building a 5-turn national over here. How long have I been waiting to build the national college? Should we build it in the cap? It's 10 turns in the cap or 5 turns in Barcelona. The cap is going to grow bigger. That's fine. Stable. Circus. Writers Guild. National Epic. What do we do? Maybe just start grabbing... I mean, how's a Forge? Forge is okay, but it's only one title. Stable feels better. Things like Stable, Circus, Colosseum. Let's see. But yeah, like... I mean, it really does depend on why you're unhappy. Like, have you taken... Do you have enough unique luxuries and, you know, Notre Dame, Chichen Itza, etc. to sustain the cities that you have? If the answer is yes, then you just need to get building all of your courthouses and buildings to get happy. If you've got too many cities for the number of luxuries and access to happiness that you have, then you've just got too many cities and it can't be solved unless you get rid of some. That's just the way that it works. So it's a question of whether or not you have that. Amphitheatres are probably better than happy buildings to push your way to Jesuit. Good point. I actually think you're right. I reckon I do build an amphitheatre to help. It's little things, isn't it? But it does help a lot. All right, we lost our ally ship, so I'm just going to give him 250 gold to get it back. More production to Santiago. Keep doing civil service farm tiles for Madrid. Improve production in Toledo first. Oh, not working the banana. Barbarians. You're trading away for more gold. I want to try and buy a uni in the cap, probably. Barcelona's going to build the university more than fast enough. So we need to buy the uni in the capital. That's what we want. Keep doing our automatic faith purchases. We could try for Machu, but we don't have anything that counts as a mountain unless Lake Vic counts as a mountain for the purposes of Machu Picchu. But otherwise, we don't have anything close enough except for Cordoba, which is not ready to build Machu Picchu. Nor is Toledo. So I think we just go for unis. And we're ready for... Ah, here we go. Civil service. Very nice. I mean, we might even be able to build the theology wonder or something. Ooh. Madrid's growing nicely. Ah, Brazil's got a spare lux. Hola. I'm going to do a little bit of lux trading. Happiness for golden ages, I guess. That's more cities connected up, so we just need Barcelona and Toledo. The GBR, Oh, what? Are you serious? Barbarian boats block the Great Barrier Reef. What? Oh, Civ, never change. Eh? Barbarian boats block the Great Barrier Reef. Like, what? Let's get a trireme. There, we got a few cities connected through city connections now, and Toledo grew. Want to work that tile. Just need to grow Toledo a little bit. Santiago grew too. We need to improve these tiles. Oh, yeah, we connected Santiago and Cordoba in the same turn. Need to get this civil service farm tile improved. I thought we were going to grow to a tile here, but we grew to a different one. Let's get a... We don't need to connect this road yet, so I'm actually going to make the farm, because I'm much more desperate for civil service farm tiles than I are for that road. Or than I am for that road, and that's a bit bad English. Still need to meet one more civ. Do we grow Seville or Cordoba now? I feel like it's probably growing Cordoba. And then a cultural city-state ally would be good, which means that I probably should just get open borders with Sweden and see if we can find one. There are fewer city-states on this map than would be normal, so that doesn't help. It's also still only turn 56. We can work on something. And we're supposed to be getting some of our Luxes back soon as well. Barcelona's going to grow. I needed to improve tiles in Barcelona with these workers. I think that's probably one mistake that's being made right now, is not having enough workers in Barcelona. Taking, counting too much on the Great Barrier, on the King Solomon's mines, really. Let's just get back across. Or another pagoda. Get onto Sweden's road and see if we can meet some city-states. Because they'll be pretty crucial, because what we're looking for is culture now. Santiago can keep growing, very nice. We've improved all of the tiles in Santiago, so perhaps it's for one of these workers to leave and go somewhere else. We need to improve a lot of tiles in Madrid, actually. Keep growing Barcelona. Let's trireme to try and handle this barb. Oh, Venice, hello! Doge Enrico Dandolo. Marble. Really? He doesn't like us. Are you serious? We just met you. Oh, he is right there, in fairness. We've settled all over his butt. You got the Stonehenge. I wish we could have gotten Toa. X-Man Street Val joins the stream today. Welcome. Asks, is there a general rule for when it's too late to settle new cities? About turn 80, turn 90. I mean, need new automatic faith selection. So we will go for mosques. The rule actually does depend on what difficulty you play on. If you play... We basically get the same amount of food but finish the granary earlier this way. I'll explain it in just a little minute once I've slowed down and started thinking about how to take these turns. Let's get one of these workers over to Barcelona. Okay, Toledo's needs a workshop, so let's build that. Workshop's done here. Got to think of some stuff to build. Want to build the Hagia Sophia, so I guess that's in Barcelona. 5 turns, sounds legit. Cordoba. Maybe this one's a... We could do with focusing on money soon. It's a workboat, I think, though. Might be a workboat here, too. Maybe a workboat after the workshop seems fine. Each of these cities can build their own workboat. Yeah, so... Venice being able to covet land seems dumb. Yeah, I know. If Enrico can't build cities, then no one should be able to. Exactly. He's just stressing over nothing, isn't he, Enrico? But what was I saying? Oh yeah, so when you can the question really with new cities, and this is I guess the mistake or issue that a lot of people have when they're doing it. We can't get any more food out of here. Is the city? So when you found a new city, the city founding a new city always slows you down. The bonus of founding a new city, however, is that once you reach the peak of your game, it becomes higher. So founding a new city slows your game down. So it slows your game down. It delays your sort of peak. So the peak of your empire happens later, and it makes the peak of your empire higher. So that is like the risk reward or the opportunity cost for founding multiple cities. Is it slows your game down in the short term. You delay your peak, the peak of your empire, but then you make that peak of your empire higher. So with new cities, the first thing that you need to know is that settling a new city needs to increase the peak of your empire. I mean, it sounds fairly obvious, but it's just something I want to point out. When you found a city, you have to be sure that by founding that city, you heighten the peak of your empire. And that is one of the biggest issues that players make when they're talking about tradition versus liberty, is with tradition versus liberty, if you want to make Liberty work, you have to make sure that the extra Liberty cities are working tiles that a Tradition Empire wouldn't do. A Liberty Empire is not worth it if you could have just worked all of those tiles with 5-city Tradition. And so what you have to think about with founding your new cities is you have to be able to get incremental stuff. It has to be able to increase the peak of your empire, which means that that city has to be working tiles that you otherwise would not be working. And good tiles at that, because your new city can't be terrible. It already slows you down. It will slow you down even more if it's garbage. So you have to make sure that you're actually getting worthwhile tiles with that city. So I think that's the first thing. The main consideration is, there we go, now we can work all of our GBRs again. I think that's really the main consideration. Like, what do you gain for building the new modifier, and what do you give up? And so what matters then is actually how long you get at the peak of your empire before the game ends, because it's no good having a super high peak of your empire if the game ends before you get there, right? Like, you want to be peaking before the game ends, and ideally you want to be peaking for enough time to pay back the amount that you slowed yourself down for founding the new city. So on something like Deity difficulty, on something like Deity difficulty, the game is going to be over in about 200 quick speed turns, or 210, or like 300 standard speed turns. And because the game is going to be over then, you need to make sure that you're at your peak for long enough for founding extra cities to be worthwhile, which means that generally you don't want to found after about turn 80, turn 85 on base Brave New World quick speed. If you're on Immortal or Emperor, the game is going to end later, so you have a little bit more wiggle room to found new cities. You can start talking about turn 95, turn 100 on quick speed, and if you're on Prince difficulty, then you can start founding cities even later, because the game lasts longer, so you get longer at your peak to make up for that lack of cities. So that's just it. Like, it all depends on what difficulty you play on and when you anticipate the game ending. It's why there's a great city up here, but we've not founded it because we anticipate the game ending far too soon for it to pay itself back. And so that's what I would say. Yeah, new modifier. Thanks you for land you built for him. Exactly. OJB's trolling. This is why I never settle my capital with the initial settler. I don't want to slow myself down too much so that I can reach my peak turn 0. It's just optimal. The problem is that the person who founds their capital reaches their peak on turn 1 and has a higher peak than you. What do you say to that? I think I've got you there. We need to build a workshop at some point in the cap. I don't really want to work the workshop slot in Cordoba. See if we can find some city-states if Venice hasn't already eaten them, which they have. Temples, why not? Build this final road piece. Build that. We need to get some of these tiles improved in Madrid. Seville's going to grow, it's fine. See if we can find any city-states at all. Trouble is, I know that this map doesn't have very many, because the way that it's ended up being so ridiculous is, I think for the Fountain of Youth, was it? I forget what Alex said now. That this, he had to delete a few city-states to make sure that the Fountain of Youth was able to spawn in non-city-state territory for us to get it. Get starting settler caught by Barb. Underflow peak potential win game, lol. Imagine if that could work. I don't actually know if it does. Alright, we're spamming mosques now for more culture. I'd like to build Great Mosque somewhere as well. Madrid grows. Okay, more road. National College done next turn. The National College is a bit late. Turn 60. I'm honest. So it will have to do. Nice, a good tile for Cordoba now. Need to make sure to get these civil service farm tiles for Cordoba. Don't need to try and buy too many, just as many as we need. Hanoi, hello. It's not a cultural ally. Who got eaten then by Venice? Can't tell. No, can't tell. So that's Barcelona connected. Let's hope we don't lose Hagia Sophia. I would love to plant that profit. We have education, so it's time for 5-turn uni. Hagia Sophia into a 3-turn uni. Uni in here. We can go before the workboat. Uni here. Uni after the workshop, and a uni here, probably after the workboat there. Starting to get our stuff back. So I don't know what we've got available to trade now. Spare ivory to trade. I mean, we're never going to be able to give someone that. So let's... I wonder if we could squeeze together enough gold to buy the university in the capital. Just need 78. We're going to get any more wine? Silk? We can get some more wine. Eventually. How long we've got? We've got Mombasa for a few more turns on 69. We're not going to get any more copper. I don't think. We just gave away something, didn't we? Are we due to get any more luxes? We just got this ivory. Got 1 ivory. Apparently. Connected to... did we just give away the ivory to William? We're about to get a spare marble, but I bet I've just traded that away with Venice. We've got so much happiness, I'm just going to give something away and buy a uni. Let's give away what we're going to get extra of. It's this one up here. It is the wine. Buy a uni in Madrid, and then we can start working it immediately. Need to chop this forest down there. Bueno says, I just realised how peaceful this game is. Only war civ is Sweden, who isn't even the biggest for it. That's true, actually. This is a very peaceful game. And Sweden's even doing so terrible. Actually, I say that, it's turn 61. But you know what I mean. Renaissance era. Yeah, I guess. We do need to blast in for the Renaissance era, just to open rationalism, if anything. And Sistine Chapel will be highly important. I feel like we almost need to get that. Because of how few cultural allies there are going around, I feel like, we probably do need it. Santiago is okay for now. Seville could do with this tile quite a lot. Because Seville's the one that's not being given a cargo, so we need to make sure to be giving the free food to Seville. Or Sevilla, I guess, if we're talking Spanish. I don't want to give away my multiple coppers yet. We do have a spare copper. That could be 200 gold. Then that'll make sure we keep Mombasa as allies. We can take organised religion, more faith, because we've already bought almost all the buildings we need. We need Jesuit anyway. If we want any chance at Jesuit, we have to go that way. There's a spare marble. Cordoba grows. Okay. It's fine. We're going to have some awkward things to talk about in these cities soon. Because we're not going to have enough tiles in those coastal ones in particular. That's why it's so important to get those trade routes going. Right, let's try and get a road in Toledo with this worker. Now that we've sort of got through our initial backlog of improvements, we can start building a road with that worker that's spare. It's going to be hard to find a cultural ally. We need one, but it's going to be hard to find one. Worker can wait here. Work science while we can. This jungle banana is quite a nice science piece. We've got 150 science, turn 62. And here we go. We got a free great profit from Hagia Sophia. A free temple as well. I thought we'd already bought it. We'd already built it actually here. I want to build the Great Mosque after the uni. I don't want to work the workshop slot. Definitely want to work that. And we need to plant this profit. Where do we plant it? Probably in the cap. It's already 17 pop. Find the tile to plant it on. Maybe we can plant it on... Probably not the horse, because otherwise we can't build a stable if we plant it on the horse. We need to figure out somewhere to plant it, we will. And then Madrid can build a garden, so we make sure to get our gardens up ASAP. Yes, work the production. Got some horses to give away. Need to give them away to Gandhi for some flat gold if we can. Again, just to make sure we can keep Mombasa. As long as... Actually, we kind of want research agreements now. So William doesn't have the funds, but Gandhi has the funds, doesn't he? He's got his 26 pop 2 cities, though. That was probably a waste. I'm going to give the rest of this gold to Mombasa. Keep the growth going. And the immediate garden in Madrid is to make sure that we can spam those scientists. Because scientist generation is going to be uber important if we're going for a really fast time. Keep growing Madrid. But plus 33 food there now. That's what we need. It's fine there. It's a very peaceful game. Trying to give us iron for some special borders. I like the sound of that. Right, where do we plant this profit? Are we going to have enough tiles to work? Probably. I would like to plant it on a tile. I don't really want to plant it on the horse. Maybe we just plop it there. And we need to come back and help out Barcelona as a city. Another mosque purchase. Whatever grew, it's fine. Need more civil service farms. Need 47 gold. It'll be 2 turns. Oh, furs is available from Venice. Maybe trade copper for it. We've still got a ton of happiness thanks to our Fountain of Youth. Toledo's got a bit more food now too. Oh, Lake Vic in the capital. Far too ridiculous. We didn't get this good tile. Keep chopping down forests then. Need to make sure we don't get barb camps wrecking our GBRs again in Seville. That'll be annoying at best, at worst. Apparently we irritated that city-state at some point. Cities are doing nice. Lots and lots of growth. Keep putting tiles down. Uni in 1 turn there. Uni has been finished in Barcelona, but we just don't have the growth here. Isn't that crazy? Like this city needs help badly to be good because it's got KSM, but it just doesn't have any growth. Because I haven't gotten any 3 food tiles to work. So we're going to try it. I mean, because it can produce on its own with KSM. So we just need to grow the thing. Oh, this tile can be worked from Cordoba. That's good. Guess we'll just plant this profit here. It's fine. Give up a bit of gold for it. It's okay. Maybe we can give up a bit of silver for it. While Madrid grows. We need to build them guilds in Madrid. If this game's going to be over sooner, we need to get building our great people very soon. Which means starting pretty much now. 37. There's no culture. If I only got Petra. I know Petra would have been what's needed because of all these desert tiles are useless without Petra. We have a spy that can do nothing but sit in Mombasa, which I guess we'll just have to do. I mean, there is nothing else that it can do. We need to work uni slots. Let's do that. Uni slots, incredibly important. Madrid into... Our Sistine's here. I feel like Barca needs to build Sistine. It does. There's sod the Mosque of Gen. We need to build Sistine Chapel. And Barcelona grew as well. I mean, we kind of do just need to be working great scientists. Although Barcelona needs to grow pretty badly. Let's do that. We need to work scientists as many places as we can, though. Anywhere that we can afford it. Anywhere that's at pop 10, I guess. This city can do it once it finishes a uni. Because we need them scientists and we need them fast. Market. Oh, we don't really need gold right now. Let's build an amphitheatre. Choose research. Need astronomy. Got an observatory city or two. That'll be beneficial for the science. Buy that tile so that we got another civil service farm in Cordoba. Gotta try and stay grounded sometimes and realize how ridiculous this empire is. It's turned 66. We are Spain. We are top of score on Deity. And we're 69 pop, turn 67. We've got more population than we have turns. Like, just think about that for a moment. More population than we have turns played. Ridiculous. Temples and amphitheaters. Oh, Spain OP. 70 population, 6 cities, turn 67 right now. And we need another trade route. So we can actually build that here instead of this temple. I feel like we've lent a little bit too much on some of our best cities. It's okay. Santiago's got nowhere for the citizen to grow. There we go, we got that. If you weren't Spain, you'd also only have 8 happiness right now. Yeah, probably less, you're right. Like, I mean, there's... The big reason this has gone so well is because we're Spain. The land isn't particularly special, but because of the fast start that we can get off to, it works. Probably should have gone for Leaning Tower. But we're going for observatories now because of the science, and then we'll double back for Leaning Tower. And then I'm going to try this trick that Rough Mercies and Black Vegetable recommend. And we'll see how it goes. I'm going to put roads on hill tiles if we can. Maybe we can go south past Venice and see if we can find anything. Any unis done that we need to fill? Yeah, this city can't afford it, and in here we're about to grow to it. We can do that. Oh, there's a nice tile for Cordoba here. I don't think Madrid needs it. Madrid needs to work the Writers Guild. Cordoba needs this tile pretty bad. About to grow, so we can do that. Actually, I want to do that, so I don't forget. And we can do this as well, because the wine tile is pretty good. Seville grows. Yes, this is fine, but I think we want this tile. We do. Much better. More mosques purchased. Then Madrid needs to work the Writers Guild, which means we need to give up these golds. And then we need Artists Guild if we've got it, which we don't yet, which means National Epic. We're already up to 54 culture per turn and 85 faith per turn, which is unreal. Any other food tiles that we can get for this city? No, there aren't. See, this is what I was afraid of when I moved down a little bit, but it's not like the top would have been any better. We also need this 3-1 tile right there. I'm just going to buy that now, and we'll find a worker for it in a minute. Give Gandhi 2 more horse. Still haven't found a cultural city-state. We were looking for one. I feel like a trading post on this remaining science tile is fine. Keep getting roads. Eventually connect Toledo up to the rest of the empire. But it doesn't have to be straight away. Santiago is fine for food. It's production that it's short on. Kid Setting asks, would this be a situation where you consider using the spy as a diplomat to ensure a natural heritage site's successful vote? That's a good point. In Spain, it's imperative to spread your religion as far as possible. Lol. Yeah. Maybe we could just convert Venice. I know, who could do... Stockholm could do with converting over. We could actually do that. Buy a missionary and just convert Stockholm. How many mosques do we even... we can probably wait for the mosque and try and... Because it's money in Stockholm. I mean, we'll use tithe on it later. But that's true. We can actually convert Sweden over. And Brazil. Brazil we can convert as well. So I'm going to go for 2 missionaries here. Venice is now ally over... No, Venice. You're not doing that. I'm having some gold, so I can't... Oh, wait, no, it doesn't matter. So I got confused. For a moment, I thought Venice was Austria, where being an ally makes a massive difference to what they can do. But it wasn't, so it's all okay. For a moment, I got really scared. Because Austria has their ability, diplomatic marriage, which allows them to take over city-states that they're allies with. But that's not a thing here, fortunately. Very fortunately. Uni is done here. Need to work on our faith and a workshop. I think we need open borders with William. There's a great tile for the cat to work. 2-turn growth. Can we grow in 1? No. But I bet we can do this for now. And just keep waiting. 16 in 4 turns. Let's hope we get it. Need to go improve this civil service tile that we got up next to the sheep. Lido can grow if it gets 2 food. Nice. We'll have to fix that in a minute. No bullying in Rico. Lol. Venice is worse. He can steal it no matter his influence. Yeah, exactly. But at least I don't have to panic about him being allies with Venice. Which is kind of what I was stressing over. This is Seville's cargo ship. We want to send it from Santiago upwards. Which is indeed, at least with Austria, you can protect your city-states. Venice can just snipe a game-long ally. That is very true. And I am not looking forward to it. Yeah, Toledo grew. Good, I want to work that now. They purchased with faith. All right, who do we go for first? We'll convert Sweden over. Missionary. And observatory after the market, because the market's nearly done. And then in Toledo, we can go observatory after the uni. I'm pretty sure we need open borders with William. Let's just buy them. Before every turn, I move that scout where I shouldn't be. I'm just going to buy the open borders now. Lumber mill. Oh, this tile is needed for the cap. Madrid. Musicians Guild is there. I'm almost tempted to build the Musicians Guild, but I want the Artists Guild. Seville can grow if we get a tiny bit of food, which we actually can't get. Okay. Win some, you lose some, I guess. In Santiago, we really need to grow. Alright, well, Alhazen's our first scientist. We can maybe make this little area against the mountains our scientist area. And then we need to remember to buy another missionary in Toledo when we get the opportunity in about 3 turns' time. Sweden's plotting against us, really. Yeah, he builds Barbador. We could have built Barbador. Open rationalism, because we kind of have to, turn 72. We need to at least get secularism before we think about anything else in piety. Caps at pop 20 turns 72, which is insanely good. And sleep Al Hazen. Need to chop this tile down. 1 turn until border growth. Let's wait then. Santiago's finally going to grow and make its production decent once more. Oh, well, we're 1-turning all of these techs anyway. Apparently there's a trick where if you like 1-turn all the techs, you can benefit from some overflow mechanics. But If we're one-turning all the techs anyway, what can we do? And now Seville can grow to lots of production because it's up to... This is nice, by the way. Plus 20 food, plus 15 food, plus 8, plus 20, plus 30, plus 7. It's a really nice, good, positive food total. In fact, we're 239 food, turn 72, and we're 1 in, like, every demographic. Are we gonna... Could coup in Mombasa, but I really don't want to waste the influence. 2 turns for Sistine. Let's hope we get it. I mean, it's that soon. Oh, we got gold from that, which means we can buy back Mombasa. Good. All right, we've got this tile here. Finish this tile. Seville's plus 19. Santiago's plus a lot. I feel like this city's got so much food, we should work the production where we can. Cordoba's up. That grew. It's working the tile that we want it to eventually work, so I don't mind locking this in. And let's see if we can convert Sweden to our religion. I wanted the Great Mosque, but it just didn't net out in the right time compared to the Sistine Chapel. And that's okay. See, we're one-turning everything on the way to printing press, which I think we're definitely going to get. More 3 food tiles need to be improved here. Otherwise, Barcelona's going to be bad for it. I mean, Barcelona's fine. Because normally, if you've got a city at pop 11 turn 73, that's great. We've got 81 pop turn 7. We've still got more pop than there are turns. How long do you reckon that's going to continue? More pop than turns. Need the Artist Guild. Oh, we can actually build Machu here in Madrid. I'm almost tempted. We were giving the wine away for GPT. We don't need to do that anymore. Just next turn, I'll check to see if... No, see, we want the happiness from it. And we've got Sistine Chapel. So up to 65. Can purchase with faith, so let's take another missionary. What can Barcelona do at all? Garden. Get the garden to make up for the poor, like, point generation. It is at least generating points with Oracle into printing press. I guess we are technically getting the overflow bug that Veg was talking about because every tech is 1 turn. So I guess technically we are getting the overflow bug. But, you know, you can... But it's happening because we're just getting it. Not because of anything particularly good we're doing. Which is, I guess, what I wanted to do. Bratislava, that's cultural. Okay. So that's who we need to concentrate on. 94 influence required. And it's getting to the point where we should probably just put this in Bratislava. Because we care about the culture much more than we do Mombasa. But yeah, like, I think I'm overreacting a bit to the poor food in Barcelona. We just need to make sure its food is decent. This is a tile that the cap needs to work. I think we got it in just in time. 3 turns to printing press. Lumber mill there. Madrid grew. Nice. We want to start working gold again at some point. Market here because we got plus 18 GPT. That'll be Colossus. It's a shame we can't do Bratislava's Barb Camp. Stockholm's now following GG no re. Indeed, we want no re's, mate. How long until we get this tile? 2 turns. This work can still wait. There's no need to go anywhere. We open borders from Venice. Saluti. Thank you. Let's see what we can see. Looks like Venice isn't sending any more rogue merchants of Venice over, at least for now. We might even get another missionary from Toledo, but I do want to plant some more prophets. Like another prophet plant would be really good. But probably getting the gold from Tithe is much more valuable than that. So actually, I'm pretty sure we need to buy another missionary here. and go convert as much of Brazil as we can. And then we'll get a profit. Feels fine like this. Right. Ridiculous food here, Santiago. It's almost like we need to do this and then just take this one tile over with Seville, which I think is correct. Where are we not working? We could be working uni slots in here, but this city needs it too bad. It's another one of these cities where we just don't have the... Well, I mean, I'm talking a big deal about not having the growth, but I bet we've got more than enough food because of how early in the game it is. It's just this city's so far behind. You know, it makes me a bit nervous about doing it. But I think I might be unduly nervous. See if we can sell 3 more horses for 111. We could try and get together the goal to give 500 to Bratislava. That will be good. I think we could do with that. More food for Cordoba. Yep, good. An observatory coming. We can grow if we get 2.5 food. Which we can. Nice. Barcelona's going to grow. Let's actually do the production focus trick properly in Barcelona because it is kind of desperate for it. It's been a mistake not to do it properly until now. Okay. We have our first great writer that can just great write here. We're struggling to work our gold in the cap. Just a touch. Which is a symptom of trying to grow the capital really hard. It's fine. Let's convert Antwerp over with one of these missionaries. And I want to explore a little bit with this one. Cordoba. Observatory's done here. 6-turn Machu Picchu. Yeah, alright. We don't have time for that in the cap. So 6-turn Machu Picchu there. Sounds good. And then in here, what on earth tiles do we give up in the capital to work the Artist Guild? Don't want to give up the science. So I guess it's the food and production. Or no, it's the production because we've already got more than enough. Welcome back. I said welcome back. Then what else have we got here? Maybe build some lumber mills or something. Opera House, sounds good. What do we need here? Happiness will become an issue at some point, but I'm pretty sure stable is the correct choice there. I'm annoying Bratislava for no reason here with a scout. I don't know why I'm doing it. It's a terrible idea. Road. Make sure Barcelona's working all the food tiles, which it is. We're up to plus 14.7 food now. It's doing so well. I'm going to work the uni slots. Especially because we've got a garden. And we can give up what production we can. Sigtuna's not following our religion, but it might switch. No, it won't switch. We need to go again. Because William's religion's going too well there. Oh, cool. Thank you. What do we do with this writer? Just stand around. I don't really want the writer to stand on an unimproved tile, so we'll move it away. And then Venice has got a little peninsula all to themselves here. I would have hated it if I was Venice, because this looks rubbish. Winning quite well so far. There's printing press. No. 8 turns, 11, 10, 16, 16, 12. So I guess we have to build the Leaning Tower in Barcelona. Have to build it. We've not got quite as much overflow this time on the Leaning Tower, so we'll switch back. And now we don't really want to do any more missionaries, do we? Probably not. See if we can convert Antwerp. And what, the horse here. Do lumber mills in Madrid. And for banking. There's leaning. We've not got patronage, so we can't do Forbidden Palace, but we also don't need it because we got the Fountain of Youth as Spain. Who's working this tile? No one's working this tile. That's a bit of a miss. Someone needs to be. Okay. Got the National Epic in Madrid. I think it's Ironworks next. I know I always build Ironworks too late, so I guess now's the time. Barbarian sword. I thought that looked like a Chris swordsman for a second, but it's definitely a regular swordsman. Let's hope we can get Machu. I mean, we could give one attempt at flipping Sigtuna over with a missionary, but we might as well hold the faith now because we need 3 scientist purchases for sure to win this game. Let's explore with the worker. Still can't see which city-state got taken over by Venice in there. Nearly ready to give 500 gold to Bratislava to boost our culture. And we can propose to the World's Fair. Do we propose natural heritage sites or World's Fair? Oh, RGB says literally forced at gunpoint to build it in Barcelona. Yeah, leaning, I know. Gunpoint. Is it World's Fair? I feel like we'll win the World's Fair, and that's better than natural heritage sites. We'll also pass the World's Fair. Oh, I could check his cities in the trade screen. You're right. Can't believe I've been waiting that long to see. He's taken Vilnius. It's got 14 pop. That's Vilnius in there. India enhanced their religion now. What a noob. Seville needs to just work this tile. That's fine. Santiago is growing. We'll fix this. Kid Sitting says, gotta go, best of luck. Yeah, best of luck. Thank you. Have a good evening, Kid Setting. I'll see you later. It's definitely Ironworks time. I mean, we could try for Globe. Architecture. I suppose we'll public schools greet it. I need to build this missing cargo ship. Not the caravans. Cargo. Head of the Opera House. Probably aren't going to need Hermitage. At least we hope we aren't going to need Hermitage. Let's try and convert Sao Paulo to GG no Re. And then maybe we can try and naturally convert Rio. But I mean, we have to build leaning because great scientist generation is going to be the issue here for scientist generation and culture is going to be the issue for this empire because we're trying to win so fast. Sweden's got a spare salt gun. He's got a spare cotton. That's done. We can now take secularism. So secularism, we now, everywhere we're working production, we need to go and work a workshop slot. Let's go and do that for science. Because we now get 2 science from specialists. So everywhere we're working a mine, we got to go and work a workshop slot. Oh, we can't even afford to do it here. Because this city just so desperately needs it. Which is okay, and it's not to worry. We'll do it everywhere else we can though. This city still can't really afford to work the uni in here. We can do this. We're doing it everywhere apart from the city that's just got no food. Which is fine. I almost wish I was going to build a caravan to it. Perhaps we should have done. But it's a bit late now. Now we just want to save faith. Don't want to be working this terrible ocean tile. Yeah, we're good. This empire is set up good now. It's in a really, really good position. Trading posts where we can. Lumber mills. More food. Can't actually reach that from here. We can't reach it from any city. I don't know why I'm improving it. Fertilizer would be good here, but we can't really. That's dreaming right now. We've finally connected Toledo, though. We've got gold for Bratislava, but I don't want to give them gold while they're still angry -3. So might as well just wait a minute. Finally seen Vilnius. Oh, nice. Through to Barcelona. This caravan wasn't going there, so we're actually at 11.9. There's a salt. Let's just take the salt. Never know when you're going to want it. Was anyone desire? Yes, Madrid, our capital, is desiring salt, and Seville. Brilliant. Come on. We not got there in Sao Paulo. Gonna try and wait till next turn and convert it. Friendly Bratislava, 500 gold reminder. Yes, thanks. Yeah, I'm just waiting until next turn. Once we're away from the -3 number after we've rigged it. So we've rigged it, and then we can give them the 500. And now we're friends with 70. And that's what we want. We don't need to be allies. Friending city-states is, you know, half as good as allyship. But, you know, allyship is one of these things where... Let me just think of what I'm trying to get a temple for sure. Allyship is one of these things with... Well, you know, city-state allyship is one of those things where you can often get a little bit... Can we just try and sneak this into Rio? Because we can convert Rio over Sao Paulo, probably. City-state allyship is one of these things where, you know, you assume because allyship is of a higher level than... Allyship is of a higher level than friendship. You know, everyone always tries to aim for allyship. But in actual fact... If you're friends with a cultural city-state, right now we are earning 6 culture per turn from them. That's just half as much as being allies, which should be 12 culture per turn. Now, it's often much easier to be friends with 2 city-states than it is to stay allies with 1. So you can often go quite far just by trying to friend a select few city-states and use them to get culture that way, as apart from, you know, trying to sort of fill our egos from time to time and get proper allies. We can actually just manage a reasonable enough amount by simply staying friends with as many as possible. So we don't have to be allies with Bratislava to get the bonuses we need. In fact, being friends with them should supply them with enough bonus, because we've now got a culture up up to 98 per turn. We don't need open borders anymore with Sweden. Maybe we need to buy his open border back, but we don't need to swap open borders. Try 1, try 2. Let's get in and try and do this. Cordoba grew. This empire's kind of crazy. Hopefully we get Machu next turn as well. That would be insanely good, because we need the GPT. Seville needs no more food now. Every new citizen goes on production. Madrid's growing. I want to work that. We've got some great tiles that just aren't being worked. We even need to build porcelain. Got a shrine here. Toledo. Toledo is miles behind on its building queue. But it's only because we're going so fast. It's turned 82. There's no way Toledo is supposed to be this far behind. It just looks behind because our game is going ridiculously fast. But we just have to focus on what matters in Toledo. Just build science buildings whenever they're available, and if that's all we build, that's all we build. It's there as a science factory. We've improved almost every tile near the cap. But I guess we bring the workers this way to Barcelona. Same reason why we're building leaning in Barca. Because we just have to build what we need, not try and make the city too good. 23, 9... Oh, okay, so hold on. The trade route needs to be sent to Cordoba. Huh? Why is Cordoba at plus 9.2 food? I guess because we're not working any food. So because I guess Cordoba's the lowest, we want to send this to Cordoba from Santiago. See if we can convert Rio. We're going to have a hard time getting past this swordsman, I think. But there's a tile. That jungle right there is what I want to end the turn on, so that we won't... Sweden's actually launching a sneak attack, is he? I don't see the sneak attack. Do you? Machu. Nice. there, because we don't want to take a missionary strength decay if we can avoid it. Did we need marble? No, we want to trade away our spare marble.
Salute.
Lido grew, okay. Yeah, I mean, it needs to work production, otherwise its production is going to be garbage. Onto a temple. Although we actually need to focus on happiness at some point. So actually, we should probably build a circus, Colosseum, temple, something like that. In here, plenty of gold. Have we got any easy buildings to build? Yeah, circus and Colosseum here. And stoneworks and market. Which means that we can afford to go bank here. Which is what we want to do. And in here, we can even get a Colosseum. So much good stuff. I want to put a trading post on this jungle that we're working in Madrid. Finish some lumber mills. Zeving says, Great Barrier Reef is Spain. Oh, I know. I mean, so this is a somewhat rigged map. It's natural generation, but it's been just tinkered with slightly to make sure that city-states, that like no spawning city-states can take the natural wonders that we're looking at. So yeah, it's Lake Vic, capital of Spain. We spawned here and we moved north for Lake Vic. Double Great Barrier Reef, King Solomon's Mines, and the Fountain of Youth. So yeah. Must be a good sneak. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, it must be a good sneak attack because I don't see it. We're going to get Sigtuna Flits next turn, and that's going to help hold Stockholm as well. There's like the one tile remaining that we need, so I'm just going to buy it. I would love to pay for a public school, but I don't see how we're going to manage it. Like, as in buy one with gold. But yeah, incredible sneak attack skills. Leaning in 3. Cordoba. Yeah, Cordoba's back up to growing a lot now. That's good. So this is Deity on easy mode then. Kind of. I mean, the goal of this is to see how fast you can possibly win on a ridiculous Spain game. Hanoi wants GG, no re. I can see why you would want it, Hanoi. Oh, we didn't get Rio because we only had one use left. I forgot we'd spent that. We should have used it on Sao Paulo. Oh well. Probably no need to spread the religion much further. Look at this profit. I guess we can actually replace this trading post that we just built. And grow to the faith. Not like we need the production anyway. In here, I think we're building a bank. Gold. We've got quite a lot of hill cities, which means we can't build windmills there. Santiago can build a windmill. But actually, no other cities of ours can build a windmill. Just as well, because they're not great buildings. This is one of these classic situations where building the windmill would probably be not worthwhile. Because there's only so many buildings we're even going to build. Got to think about what we want to use our golden age for. I'm pretty sure it's for public schools. Because our golden age is nearly done here. Come on, GG, no re. Really? We've got 6 followers. Yeah, oh well. Well, that was our last attempt anyway. I'm not trying any harder for it. Trading out the trading post. Yeah, we kind of are, aren't we? Cap's just working all food. It's insane. So we don't lose leaning in the next 2 turns. That would suck. We've got 100 gold per turn. We could probably buy a school somewhere. Seville can keep growing to production. Golden Age ends. 59 turns to the next one. So we do want a Golden Age. For whatever we're up to next. We still haven't built Porcelain Tower. But that's because it's just taking too long to build in the capital. You know, when buildings just take too long to build. Actually still 2 turns, so we'll do that. Barcelona's so short on food, I'm tempted to cut down the forest on the deer. Would that actually work? I mean, no, not so short on production, so short on food. I'm actually going to do that. That sounds like a good idea. us being full of brilliant ideas. Are we working the uni slot here? No, we're not. We're actually working the workshop slot over it. Seems a bit strange, so we're going to not do that anymore. Need to stop working gold. Work 2-1 tiles if possible. Same with this. At least work a science tile. Toledo's pretty bad, but it doesn't have to be great. It just has to give us Fountain of Youth, which it is. What are you Oxfording in a speed run like this? Needs half or more. What do you mean needs half or more? Vinyl, I think I probably just strayed too far from the point that I was making when you mentioned that for me to remember what it is I was saying at the time. Oh, dominate religion. Yeah, I know. Well, we have half. We have over half. Oh, no, we don't have half. I see, because it's 7, not 6. Yeah, I've done some bad math there. A couple of profit plants is more than... We're in the industrial era soon, so we just plant this profit and be happy about our life. Friends with Venice sounds good. Friends with as many people as we can. Leaning Tower. That's a great scientist. Where'd it go? Did I just click great scientist? Oh, I did. Wait, what? The Leaning Tower scientist spawns in the capital, even though we built Leaning Tower in Barcelona. Who knew? Certainly not me. Well, there we go. It's our second scientist. Whose points did it take? Well, actually, it doesn't matter, does it? That's interesting, though. I didn't realise that was going to be a thing. That's good to know. In case it ever matters. Yeah, I just did some bad math over there. I halved 13 and got 6 for some strange reason. Which is obviously not right. Kind of want to work the workshop here, but we just can't afford to. Pretty sure we should just be working these horses. If I do this, if we still... Yeah, it's okay. Barcelona's just going to have to be low food for a bit. We can maybe let all the other cities be high food. There's Madrid. Madrid doesn't even need this. We need to send this to Barcelona from Toledo. So that's what we'll do. Keep giving away gold so we can buy a public school. A research agreement's not bad. And then we can send this caravan to Barcelona. And that's going to help Barcelona grow then. We're giving away ivory too. How much is it for a school? It's 680. So I guess we'll just take a loan to buy the schools. Start grabbing things like, I mean, porcelain would be nice to build. Temples. We need a temple here in the cap. And a bank. Temple first. In here, we've got no gold. We should probably just start building porcelain. It's the Wonder Spam City. Yeah, we'll improve this tile in Cordoba. We're at that point where all new citizens are going on to production in quite a lot of cities, which is a great spot to be in. Like, it's an incredibly good spot to be in. Well, that's all of these food tiles improved. So we're at max food pretty much. 285 though. Which is ridiculously insane. Wonder where Sweden's army is. How's our pop? Very good. We're on 100 population, turn 87. We've still got more pop than turns. Which is kind of... How... Like, what? By the way, 100 pop, turn 87. This empire is mad. We didn't even get any of the food wonders. We are still more pop than turns. It might stay that way as well, and we've got 16 happiness room to play with. Yeah, this is absolutely mad. Like, this Spain game is so insane. I don't even know what turn number we're trying to beat right now. I'm sure Alex told me and I forgot. But I want to see if we can go, I don't know. I mean, it's turn 88 public schools, by the way. Like, by the way, turn 88 public schools. I mean, our cap can build a 6-turn school. Barcelona can build a 5-turn school. I mean, Cordoba, this city is Toledo. Here, we can build a school. I mean, let's just queue schools everywhere and then think about it. I mean, the likelihood of us being challenged for Porcelain Tower is pretty low, isn't it? Because we are just first into the industrial era. And we're like the only person with economics and architecture. So I'm pretty sure we can afford to go for public school here before coming back for the the Porcelain Tower. And then we can go put this spy in Mombasa to make sure that we keep allyship there where possible. And try and reveal coal for factories. And we can build factories everywhere else. This is insane. Spain, loads of natural wonders. It's just insane stuff. It's absolutely insane. Trading post, please. No, I don't want to war Venice. Can we just sign a research agreement with William too? Why not? Oh, he doesn't have any gold. We can maybe give him like... I mean, how much does he need? 35. 27 for 1. So it's going to have to be like 54 for 2. 50. Oh no, we got to give him 42. What? I want to give him... I want your 2 GPT. 5 golden open borders. I don't like that. 50. 55. Okay, it was 55. And we can have a research agreement, but we're going to have to give him something because... And then we can try and take some gold off. Maybe Gandhi. 4. That's 84 we can get. That's enough to buy 1 school. We should probably mortgage quite a lot of money to buy 2 schools. So 10 is 210. So we need to give away like 30 for maybe... That feels quite bad, doesn't it? Let's just give away 2 for 42 and just buy 1 school. We can be in Madrid because it's our biggest city. All right. We're going to grow, so we can just tick faith focus again. Grow there. But what do we use the time in the capital for? A bank. Gold. Time to update our benchmarks. This seems extremely doable in the average game. Yeah, of course. Totally doable. The average game definitely has this. I would love to try and ally Bratislava, but as I said earlier, we don't need to, but it would be really nice to. I feel like we can't... I would love to go for Jesuit education, but I feel like we can't afford to not go for free thought. But I would love to be able to Jesuit education down research labs everywhere. Because Jesuit education in research labs is like the only shot that we've got of really trying to go super, super fast. If we have to build labs everywhere, we're not going to manage it. I should have been golden aging for this. I just realized. I guess we still can because all of our cities will benefit. We can golden age for factories instead. How about that? And I'm just improving terrible tiles around Barcelona right now for no reason, which I shouldn't be doing because it costs, albeit minimal, gold per turn. William wants a horse. I will give you a horse. 1 for 37. Can we get a research agreement back with Gandhi? It's going to cost 200, so we need to just mortgage a little bit. Oh, we bought all of Gandhi's money. So I guess we wait until next turn, until Gandhi's got the cash again. Still don't see that Swedish attack that we were told was coming. 25 pop Madrid, by the way, turn 89. 103 population. The test of a broken map is to see if we get coal. That's true. That is actually true. Are we going to get coal? Coal hype? Coal. It's there. We've got 2 of it. Including Toledo. That's a great... Wow. Are you serious? These 2 coal mines in Toledo. Incredible. What on earth?
Saluti.
Yeah, I know. Busted. GG no re. Exactly. GG no re. These two can't. This is insane. We need some food for Toledo really bad. I'm kind of regretting not sending the caravan. But that was before, of course, I knew that the coal was going to be there. By the way, we've also got one in Barcelona, but I don't want to flip it because we've already got enough. Crazy. All right, well, let's see if we've got aluminium. Be broken to have that too, wouldn't it? It's got to have that. Surely, Alex has got to given us a map that's got aluminium on it. By the way, we need to build a factory in the capital. We can wait till after the bank now. I guess that means we can, since we know we're building factories, we can just keep golden aging. Let's do this, it's fine. When's the World's Fair coming? 9 turns, perfect. If anything, it's a bit late. Nowhere else for this trireme to go. I guess it can keep a watch out on that dastardly Sweden. Can't even work that tile. Don't know why I've just improved it. OJB says, see, I'm much a worse player, and it's times like these where I just go broken loans and just buy factories, because why not? Yeah, maybe. I mean, it might be the sort of thing that we do in Toledo. Toledo's got another coal node, by the way. How is that even a thing? Like, why is it allowed to be a thing here? Declaration of friendship expired with Brazil. We need. He fears that such an arrangement is not in his best interests. Oh, because we never had it, but we do have William. And we did want to research agreement with Gandhi. Research agreements aren't really worth that much with the AIs, but every little will help. It'll probably, like, these 3 research agreements, even if they together shave off a turn, that's kind of worth it. So I don't mind that, and of course we've got the gold. Might need to start deleting workers soon. We need to queue up factories after everything. Yeah, this city is the one that needs to buy a factory, I'm pretty sure of it. So I wonder if we could do that. Like, how much is a factory? We need 608 more, which is actually a lot of GPT. What am I trying to give away here? A horse. Horse for 28 doesn't sound good. Horse for 37 sounds better. We've got 14 happiness. I'd like to give away a Lux if we can.
Saluti.
Like 400. And that means we're only now 371 away. And then I guess we can now just take a loan for the factory. From Venice. We need like 370. I mean, what's 21? 400. We can get 420 for 20 GPT. Feels okay. And then we can buy the factory here. Because otherwise this city's going to be behind forever. So that I don't mind. Rastafui says, here for Toledo. The OJV says, petition to rename Toledo to Toledo. I'm too lazy to log in for channel points. There we go. Toledo. Nice. Nice name. It definitely is Toledo. For sure. Bank for some gold. That's nice. Another scientist. That takes us to 3. And we're going to start completing schools. That's another scientist in Madrid. I wonder if Madrid's going to be able to contribute any more scientists. Answer is yes, of course it can. But we need every other city to start contributing. The question with this game is going to be order or freedom. And which we should choose. The city needs more tiles. How do we run out of tiles here? Cordoba can keep growing. I mean, we are starting to run out of tiles. So what do we give away? I mean, the only tile we can give away is this one right here. So do we do that? Maybe. We can work a bank slot. We're never going to generate a merchant, so that's fine. And then we can give this away. I'm just doing it there because that's the city with like 2 trade routes going to it. Although we will get a public school in a bit, which I guess is going to change things. Factory science has to be pretty insane, right? Plus faster build times. I think so, yeah. With infinite population, the factory science has to be nuts. That's what I think. I mean, it's always worth stopping to try and think about it. But I am pretty sure that factory science is better. Especially because we've got the faith to faith by an engineer if we have to. And the reason I would be thinking about factory science in this case is because freedom, like, there is no other ideology which gives you science. Order is the only ideology that gives you science, which means order is kind of the natural choice for science. However, often in games of Civilization 5, taking freedom actually nets you the same amount of science as order. And that's because on some games, when you go order, because you don't have the food from specialists that freedom does, it means that you can't actually work so many specialists, and the incremental specialists that you can get, that you can work from freedom, tends to give you about enough science to make up for the order factory science, because the order of factory science is only worth about 10%-ish, something like that. So it's always worth, when you sit down and you think about freedom versus order, whether or not you can work enough specialists to make order's factory science actually worth it over freedom allowing you to work more specialists, which synergizes with secularism synergizes in with freedom's secularism to be able, well, with secularism and rationalism to be able to work more scientists with freedom. In this empire, I believe that we are able to work more than enough specialists to make it better to go factory science. So we're going to be going order here, I think. You get great people generation in freedom and order. It's autocracy that doesn't give you great freedom that doesn't give you great people generation, and technically order does give you more scientists because you get the free scientist at the end. You get the free engineer, which sets your counter back, but the idea is to make your last policy the great scientist and great engineer from order. In freedom, you want to make your last policy be the rationalism finisher, but if you're order, you want to take the rationalism finisher second to last. Oh, we need to work the school slot here, which means we can switch these back momentarily. School in 3 turns here. That's a bit of bad growth. Freedom would be big for product. There's hand axe here. What's all that about? We need to give away this iron to Venice. 2, 4, 74. It's almost not worth giving it away for gold. Any more schools finish last turn? Yes, Barcelona's one is done. Oh, giving up any of these tiles is painful, but we're going to give up the food. Barcelona's production has finally calmed down. It stopped being as ludicrous as before. Keep an eye out for this army that is apparently coming, which isn't. We're top score still, by the way. Just saying, top score. 107 pop, still got more pop than turns. Yeah, the hand axe went up here, which is fine. That means we can slam it with the warrior. We're even going to get aluminium. We don't have it right now, but we are going to get aluminium. Again, in Colido. This city is just, like, incredible. Just gets better and better. Cordoba's finished the public school. Work it. We're now working 4 school slots. Yes, good. That is correct. Oh, Burka. Okay. Sweden did eventually settle up here, although not in the right spot. What got Petra in the end? Can we see the Petra city? Is it? No, it's not Burka. What is the Petra city? Who built it? I want to see who had this wonder that we wanted. William in Amsterdam. Oh man, we got screwed because an AI capital could build Petra. And it's this nonsense as well. He's got like one tile that benefits from it. Imagine if we got Artemis and Petra in this empire. Like, I mean, that would have been OP. Colo Dominium, says Rastafari. And you can spend your channel points how you want. Yeah, it would have been a huge Petra. It would have made the city so good. Because, I mean, the Petra in Barcelona is important because of the food. If we got Petra in Barcelona, we have this tile, and this tile right now. These 3 civil service or freshwater tiles that are just useless. But if we got Petra, they turn into 3 food, 1 production tiles. And we get them on like turn 60 or whenever it is we got civil service. And this tile does the same, and this tile does the same. These desert freshwater tiles, which means that Barcelona has tons of food as opposed to having no food. And if this high production city also has tons of food, that is insane. We could be sending all of our trade routes to Coledo, and that would mean Coledo could be working both of these coal right now. And so that's the difference that it makes getting Petra. Not only does it make Barcelona excellent and even better than it currently is, it would make it even better than the current iteration that's being sent to trade routes, but it also makes Coledo much better. And I think that's the difference. That's why Petra would have been so insane for this empire. Plus another trade route as well, by the way. I mean, Petra's always brilliant. I don't think I need to tell anyone that, but, you know, it's always nice to think about. And we've got Marie Curie. Madrid's about to grow. We can finally work this horse. Which means I should have planted the profits on the horse. Because the whole point of... So the whole thing about planting great people is you often find top Civ players planting their great people on top of bonus resources. And the reason they do it is because typically in a regular game, you're not going to be working. Well, typically in a normal game, you're going to have barely... Once you start working specialists, you're going to have barely enough population. We should almost stop growing at pot 14 here. Although I want more coal. How long does it take to grow? 15 turns. I guess we'll wait 15 turns. Given we've already bought a factory in Cobledo, that's fine. Because on a regular, normal city with the amounts of food and population that Brave New World cities have, you don't normally have enough actual population to work all of your good bonus resource tiles and then also work just like a random plains or grassland tile that you've put a great person plant on. So you often see top people planting their great people on top of bonus resources because it's often either or. You're either working just a flat tile with like a planted great person on it, like this planted holy site, or you're working your bonus resource tile. You're often not doing both. So most often on Games of Civilization 5, you're planting your great people on top of your bonus resources because you wouldn't be able to have enough population to be able to plant that great person on top of just a regular standard tile and then also work your bonus resource tile. The reason you plant on bonus resource tiles is because bonus resource tiles have more yield on them than a regular tile does, even when unimproved. So it's kind of an optimization for best of both worlds. Wait, how do we grow to this? Grow to the KSM and work extra food. Sounds good. And get this ivory. It's always happiness. We are on 6 happiness, so we are struggling. But I'm pretty sure we can just fix it all with order, which we're going to get. How many turns is it until we get order? 5 turns till we get order. Let's hope our 6 happiness lasts. Almost all of our cities have got to grow to pop 20, so I'm pretty sure it will last. And Madrid is growing to an odd number. And we're actually going to improve ivory. We just gave away the last copy of our ivory to William. Yep. RIP. That is a fail. No longer allies with Mombasa. Mombasa's got aluminium. Right. Now what do we... I mean, there's wine here available from Sweden. Let's just buy the wine because I want to give ourselves a little bit of a buffer. We've got so much GPT we can afford to. Staying allies with Mombasa is quite important then. We'll get some good production for Carlido by converting that coal tile over. There's a pike here. I hope that's not the war that was coming. Perhaps we should pay Sweden to war William, if we can. If he fancies it. Or GPT and Marble. I don't really want to get declared war on, so we'll pay for that right now. It's actually quite expensive, but we can afford it. Build some banks and stuff, I guess. Make sure we don't get warred. Oh, Nizza says, please rename Sevilla to Barrier of Sevilla or GBR of Sevilla if the former doesn't fit. Not every day one gets the chance to refer to Rossini. Oh, who is Rossini? Barrier of Sevilla, I guess. Oh, I bet he's a football player. I don't want to be... Oh, friends with Sweden is a great person generation. Let's do that. Probably should have tried that a long time ago. So, Barrier of Sevilla. Probably is not going to fit, but we'll try it. Yeah, okay. So, GBR of Sevilla. There we go. Rossini wrote the opera Barber of Sevilla. Oh, interesting. Okay. Oh, it's the great Barber of Sevilla then. I want Mombasa. I don't get what these AIs are doing. Really? Oh my god, we're miles behind in Mombasa now. Well, I guess we're going to have to rig and then see what's what. That was a waste to go. How did he get 75 influence in a turn? Tell me, Mr. Brazil. We're going for porcelain. We've got Francis Bacon. That sneak attack. That was the sneak attack all along. A sneak attack right into your heart with his friendship. Yeah, maybe he's sneaking into our DMs. We're up to getting to our turn 100 benchmark, peeps. We've got 101 pop right now. Do you think we're going to make it to 60 pop turn 100? We're mates with everyone now. Globe. I was about to say Globe finally goes, but it is turn 97. I think the more reasonable way to talk about it is that Globe has gone at the reasonable time in the game. LOL. Can we try for the Hermitage? We're a bit far behind. We need Colosseum. Yeah, Globe has gone at the reasonable time. Operator Semigroup says, might have to give away a few cities to make that benchmark. Oh, Sweden settled both of these. The army's actually here, you know. The pilgrimage of Sweden is here. He probably was coming at some point in his life. Maybe he was on his way and then just changed his mind part way round, and because it's such a long walk, he walked back and forth and dithered for a while. 1098, man. Oh, I'm not working the public school slot here. That's an error. An error of judgment. Where's this? Where's this going? Okay, and Colido can actually work the school slot as well. That sucks a lot. I mean, Colido's done growing without a trade route. It just is. Which is okay. It's pop 14. We'll figure out a way to make it better at some point. Fertilizer might give us a little bit more room when we get there. Stable isn't a meaningful increase in production. Probably just need to build useful things like... I mean, markets are probably the most... Amphitheatre maybe is the most useful thing we can build there right now. Not a Wilgrimage, but a Gustavramage. Yeah, you know, I was sitting here trying to figure out if I could come up with a pun for that, but I just can't. Gustavus Stuffer. So if I can think of one, I will be... Oh, and now he wants a research agreement. Well, we can do that. Points to anyone who... I say points, I don't know how to give anyone points. But if anyone can come up with a good pun to talk about the great pilgrimage of Swedish warriors, I'm all ears. It's definitely order for factory science. No way are we going freedom. Freedom, the only reason to choose freedom would be to grow Colido. But every other city is fine. So we absolutely have to do factory science here. And we can say great people generation, hero of the people. And we can probably take social... Do we take socialist realism for monument happiness? We need the happiness, so why not? So we are happy. Santiago has grown. We need to build a market here badly, but we're still miles behind in factories. It's 12 turns to factory science. I would love to bulb some writers for it. But I'm pretty sure World's Fair is coming soon. And if World's Fair is coming soon... Yeah, World's Fair is in what? Oh, we're voting on it now. I don't want war, religion, Protestantism. I don't think it matters to our game, though. So let's just make sure World's Fair passes. And we'll build World's Fair next turn. We are now up to 5 scientists, which is great. We've already got, by the way, 739 science before labs. Insane. I want to get this aluminium, but these borders aren't growing there right now. We might have to spray a bit of gold to try and convince the borders to expand. But because Mombasa is going to get aluminium, I'm not too worried. Capella Hard says it's abstinence. Nice. Not bad. I know we can't find anything, I guess. We've got to find something. Surely there's got to be something that can be thought of. Yusuf says Sweden has a poor record of marching troops over the mountains. I guess that's true. I'm not selling this ivory. I made them. Will tricked me into doing it last time. I'm not doing it again. I'm sure that winning the World's Fair is what we need to do here to up our culture, not to build Hermitage. So that's what we're going to be doing next. Let's flip every city over to what... Our production is so good, I'm pretty sure that we don't need to flip over this city. Although this city's not doing that bad now, if I'm honest. But we could do with getting it things like a stable and opera houses and whatnot. Just anything small that we need. We can put natural heritage sites in now. World religion didn't pass. That's great. We're never going to get sciences funding through. So we can try for natural heritage because we are Spain. It could give the final... Could be the final kick that we need. GBR of Sevilla grew. Looks like we're working bank slots now. There's no other good tiles to work. Working a flat food tile is pointless at this point in the game because we don't need pop anymore. Turn 100, by the way. Our benchmark for turn 100 for 6 cities would be it's 45 population for 3 cities and add 5 for each additional city. So we are looking for 60 population. We've got 113 population. So I just think we've made it. Unless I've got my maths wrong. But I'm pretty sure we've made it here to the benchmark. Oh, we've got the lead on the cultural quest for Mombasa. Brilliant. Well, we're gonna. That's when we're gonna become allies with them. Then he was definitely coming for us. Like all his troops are there. Gustavus was definitely coming for us. Nizza said the troops of Charles XII were destroyed in a snowstorm after an attack on Norway in 1718. The 3rd or 4th attempt to conquer them, and the king himself died during that final campaign. Huh. I guess. Oh, question for you actually, Nizza. So. Generally, like in my part of the world, we would expect, given our biases, that Swedish troops are very good in fighting, or not like very good, but are better than Western troops at fighting in adverse conditions. Now the question is that actually true, or have like Swedish, Russian, Norway troops struggled in adverse conditions, much like Western, like Southern European troops have done in the past? Do they still struggle, but perhaps just struggle less? Or is it much more of a case of that they don't struggle at all, or everyone struggles? I don't want to not win the World's Fair. I'm pretty sure that's critical, so I'm going to do World's Fair after this amphitheatre. The Swedes have a pretty good record when it comes to carrying their dead king over the mountains, so I know. They hold the world record. Oh, did they see it? Did they really? Wow, nice. What is the world record? No more good tiles, so we just start working bank slots. Actually, we can afford to work a factory slot. which I didn't think about here. But the same is actually true in this city. We can afford to work a factory slot. Here we're not even working a workshop slot, which is okay. We'll do that next turn. Elections rigged. So we're now only 25 behind there. And we're still 41 behind in Bratislava. But we're actually quite close in Bratislava. Ten turns for factory science still is a bit long to be waiting. Let's see. There is even a famous painting about it. Oh, can you get it from a great artist in Civ 5? That's cool. I don't know if anyone else has had to carry their dead king home over the mountains. Yeah, I don't actually know. I wonder. Probably someone else probably has. This Venetian Buddhist missionary is being a bit annoying. But there's not a lot that can be done about it. What's your afford to work a factory reasoning? Just not generating the engineer or the gold or... Yeah, so can afford to work a factory. So because of secularism granting +2 science from every specialist, if you work a mine on a hill without chemistry is 3 production. An engineer specialist or a production specialist, whatever you want to call it, like a great engineer specialist slot is 2 production. So the maths becomes 2 production, 2 science, or 3 production, which is why whenever you unlock secularism, you always say, well, anywhere I'm working a mine, I now go and work my workshop specialist. Because instead of getting 3 production, you get 2 production, 2 science, and the 2 production, 2 science is worth more than, the 2 science is worth more than the 1 production. So you want to do the same with the factory slots because it's still only 3 production for a mine and it's 2 production, 2 science for a factory slot. So you want to absolutely do the same. The big question is, yes, am I going to generate an engineer that I don't want? Because you want to be generating great scientists, and generating great engineers increase your great scientist generation counter, which is why we're always generating scientists and trying not to generate engineers and merchants. So the question of working a factory slot is, 1, do I have the food and population in my city to be able to give up yet another tile to be working production? And if that answer is yes, then the question becomes, well, because first and foremost, you want to grow. So if you don't have enough food and pop to be sort of growing and whatnot, then you want to be going away and working food with that citizen. But if you get to the point where you say, yes, I've got enough food and population that I don't need to put this citizen down onto a growth tile, then the question is, can I put it on a mine? Or rather, it becomes, can I work a great engineer slot, or do I have to put it on a mine? And the great engineer slot choice is 100% based on whether or not you're going to generate your great engineer before your scientists. And a great way to check is to go into your great person list screen and just have a look at how many turns it is to generate a scientist in all of your cities. 7, 7, 10, 12, 13, 16. So we're going to generate 6 scientists. So as long as all of our great engineers generate in more than 16 turns, we're actually going to generate 6 scientists before we ever generate a great engineer. So now we can go and when we look at our cities, we can go and ask, well, if I go and work the factory slot, is it going to generate me an engineer in 16 turns or less? And if the answer is no, then I can afford to work it. So in here, 34 turns, fine, we're never generating it. 68 turns, never generating it. So if we wanted to, we could do it here. But we don't want to because we have to work every ounce of food possible. In here, we could do it, but we don't have a factory yet. In the capital, it's a case of still trying to grow the capital, which is why we're not doing it, even though we could get away with it. In here, again, it's a case of trying to grow this city, which is why we're not doing it, even if we could work the workshop slot. And over here, we actually made the same judgment call. So that's why we did what we did. And now let's just make sure we win the World's Fair. Cordoba grows. We can work this production out. If we look, working this factory slot is 22 turns, so we can actually still afford to work another engineer because, as I said earlier, our slowest scientist is 15 turns, which means that anytime the engineer is going to take more than 15 turns, we're never generating it. And we're also going to be working lab slots too. So that's kind of cool. And it's actually quite nice to have a city working all the slots, because if we desperately need it, we could try and generate an engineer for order. because Order needs great engineers to finish spaceship parts. Which, by the way, is one of the main important reasons why we need to keep growing the capital, because the bigger the capital, the more production we're going to get towards spaceship parts in there. And that matters, because in a regular capital, a great engineer won't finish a spaceship part in one turn, which means we actually need to work quite hard to get a lot of pop so that we can do our best to get as much production as possible towards a spaceship part. In the cap, though, we should work another factory, because again, more than 16. And the reason why I'm not considering any other great person generations at this point is because we've already got 5 scientists. 11 scientists will be more than enough to win this game, so there's absolutely no need for it. We should be considering, by the way, a scientist bulb at some point. 10, 15, 12. We should be considering a scientist bulb right now, because we might just have too much. And if we've got too much, because we basically, when you're thinking about whether or not you're going to have too much science, you got to remember that 8 turns after research labs is when you hit your maximal science. So sometimes you will be generating so much science in your empire that 8 turns after research labs is too late to bulb your scientists, and you bulb your scientists too late, and you start making your tech speed the limiting factor to your science win, even though it doesn't need to be. And a very easy way to avoid that is to bulb scientists on the way to research labs, because so long as you have free thought taken and secularism, and as long as you've had that for 8 turns, and it's been 8 turns since your last scientist building completed, then that bulb actually evens out as long as you get a full 6 turns faster to research labs, which is what we're going to be doing. So we do a pre-labs bulb to make sure that we've got enough time to bulb all of our scientists, which is kind of neat. We need to give away as much coal as we can here. 4 for 148, because this is extra coal that we don't need now. And we can do 3 for 111 here. Got us up to 752. We want to make sure to buy 1 lab. Don't want to give away open borders. We should be able to buy 1 lab with what we've got. We've not got much gold, but it's alright. Spy left city. Oh, really? Venice has taken Bratislava, so we lost the culture. F. I guess we'll go and get Antwerp online because we're going to win the culture quest. But that's a bit dumb. Oh well. This is why we're winning the World's Fair, so that we don't have to worry about that. Enrico, I know Enrico, so annoying, isn't it? There's not a lot we can do about it. We can work the workshop slot here now. Do we keep feeding Barcelona or do we feed Colido? I'm pretty sure we feed Colido. Because extra population points are worth it in Colido. The city is sort of semi-maxing itself out. Not quite, but you know, this city just needs specialists to work, and we haven't got any. That's quite unfortunate. We were so close to Bratislava. We won the World's Fair, which means we got the free social policy. That's factory science. Workers' faculties. Half of factories that we are currently building, which I guess is a reasonable bonus still in the end. So let's build the Circus Maximus because it'll get us that natural golden age faster. I want to try and get that natural golden age. If we can. Barcelona grew, so we can still work our KSM. And we can trade away horses to Sweden. Sweden switched from wanting to kill us to being friendly so fast. And we're getting the plus 10% great person generation bonus from Sweden too now. Because that's Sweden's ability. They give you, what is it? It's 10% each, but because Sweden can ally with multiple people, then Sweden can get more as a maximum. Is the right thing to be building here the stock exchange? It's probably not. It's probably the right thing to be building a grand temple. And now we need to start thinking about our bulb. 13, 8, 10. I feel like a bulb would be worth it. Looks like the religion boost for friendship did its job. Yeah. Yeah, it's either something like... I mean, it was probably just the fact that we stopped him from wanting to war us by getting him to war the Netherlands. I don't know what we do with these spies. Do we just put... Sweden's like the only guy who could stop us from winning right now, so I guess we just put the spy in Sweden so we know what's going on. We could even just do it as a... I mean... It was spy, but... Cotton and Ivory with Gandhi ended. We've got the 1,000 gold to buy a lab. Want to bulb a scientist. Because we reckon we've got way too much. We've actually... I mean, we're actually not... Because we've just gone to factory science. This doesn't help anymore. We should probably wait a couple of turns to do that. Like one more turn if we can. But it's actually a waste because we just got factory science. It means we need to just try and get our labs built as soon as we can. $850 science? Kind of crazy good. Copper and cocoa with Pedro ended.
Hola.
Can I buy this? I want to buy this. See if we can... We probably can't nick another golden age in time for labs, but I did want to try. We don't need much gold anymore. But we should probably just go for some gold. Where we can. Choose host. I guess we have to vote Venice. Venice is going for cultural heritage sites, which we're fine with as well. All these research agreements coming in. I mean, I really want to do a bulb right now. Like, quite a lot. But it's just not worth it, is it? So, 8 times 5 is 4,000. It's about... Yes, nearly 4,300. We lose 500 science. Which is just over a turn by doing this right now. We'll just save them all. We've got quite a long way to go. We'll just build some labs and hope for the best, I guess. Maybe we do go for it. I'm trying to figure it out if we do or don't. Maybe if we build stock exchanges. We've got stock exchange at the cap. In here we're growing. Want to work a 19 turns on this engineer, so that's fine. In Santiago we wanted to work tiles. We can work both the factory slots here as well. Yeah, plus 10 gold per turn is not good right now. We need more. I would love to have bought like 2 labs or something. It would have been great to be able to Jesuit a lab. But we just don't have the gold to do anything. I mean, we could take sovereignty gold. Because we're going to need it all. But also being able to get to 5-year plan would be huge. Because that would increase our production towards labs. Which is perhaps better. It's 4 turns to radio. Let's go for 5-year plan. Gold cost of purchasing buildings reduced by 33%. I mean, that would get us more labs, but I don't think that's enough. So we'll take happiness. Golden age in 4 turns. Sounds about right. Harbour, barracks, zoo. Zoo's the only thing left. Oh, this city's starving now. That's fine. I mean, I do kind of want... I did want to kind of grow GBR of Sevilla. But we need to send it production now. It's far too late to be growing GBR of Sevilla. It will nick that 20th pop when we get to fertilizer, maybe. Actually, it won't, will it? It won't nick it at all. Oh, it's so close, though. Better to do this, isn't it? Yeah, and get 7-turn growth and just send it production. I don't want a zoo. We don't need it. I guess we can. Or should we just build labs now? Because we could bulb and just get it. We're doing a lot of NAF stuff. We're clearly going to have enough scientists. Because Colido is only 13 turns away. And it's only going to get faster once we get the lab tech. Yeah, let's go for it. 8-turn lab in the cap. 6 turns here. 6 turns here. 8 turns here. 13 turns here. 10 turns here. 8 turns here. So where do we build it? I mean, we can build it in Madrid. That's fine. Or buy it in Madrid even. So let's just get... I mean, we need, what, 42?
Wederom gegroet. Ik hoor.
We can buy the lab in Madrid like that. And then we need to work the lab slot, which we can do by giving up, I guess, a horse. And then we need to... I mean, we need the Kremlin. So let's go for it. Fertilizer into railroad. Enrico Fermi is here. The people want labs. Yeah, they do. They do. So we got a research lab in the cap.
Min vän. Det är min
Can
övertygelse.
do open borders. Actually, we kind of want to buy one in Colido, don't we? How do we find a way to buy one in Colido? To 11 turns. It's got we're +6 food here in Colido. 8-turn lab. That's fine. We can stomach that. We can't steal from Sweden. I was kind of hoping we could. But I guess that was dreaming a bit much. Swap truffles for marble still. Oh, we do kind of need to... Oh, it's 8 turns in Santiago as well, so this is fine. Santiago just has no production. Can almost do with golden aging. I want to waste this one, though. Bulb that artist. Could do, I mean, we could do, but it's 3 turns until natural golden age. We're never going to get it otherwise. Yeah, we'll still nick a turn in Santiago and Colido. We're up to 118 pop, so the turn count is closing in on the pop count now. And there's fertilizer. And that means Colido's back to growing again, kind of. Nice, we got a notification that he was building Red Fort 1 turn before he finished Red Fort. GBR of Sevilla can grow in 2 turns. We want to get to that 20th pop point because it's free, but otherwise I don't really care much for it. Now we can sell the silk, can we? We can. Madrid's going to grow onto the silver or the horse at this point. This is actually, the horse tile is actually better to work now. Then we need to find somewhere to pre-build Oxford, which I'm pretty sure should be Colido. Oh, Colido quite clearly doesn't want to be building spaceship parts. I think that's quite clear. And we're now allied with our city-state, which is great. Mombasa is back as allies. And natural golden age in 1 more turn. Yeah, we'll work. We're pretty much done growing in Madrid now. We'll nick this 11th pop point before the end of the game. But as far as we're concerned, we're done. In fact, we might as well just not... If we're not going to not grow anymore, we might as well just not grow. And work some extra science. By going for the bank, the market, and potentially the factory slot. Yeah, 13 turns on an engineer, which if we check, is 9 turns to the scientist in Colido. So that's fine. That's got us up to 1,000 science with only 1 lab. Crazy stuff. We're up to a respectable GPT number again. We should almost probably just mortgage it off to buy a lab as soon as we can somewhere. Because what else do we need gold for as order? We don't. There goes our first research agreement with Venice. Like, what else do we need gold for? We can do a -2 starve here. That's fine. It's going to be 32 turn starve. We'll be done by then. I'm sure we'll find something to give us an extra couple of foods. I mean, we probably won't, so we'll just not starve. Cordoba also needs to be sent in production now, for sure. The only other thing about this is we do need to be sending production trade routes somewhere at some point. It might be that Barcelona is like... I don't know where it's going to be, because Madrid's actually not got that much production. I mean, 54.6 is pretty lame. It's almost like the city could do with a couple of pop points. But at the same time, I mean, 5-year plan's going to help, right? We'll just wait for that. We've got Kepler now. We're up to 6 scientists again, so we've had 7 total. Getting the porcelain scientist and a scientist from Leaning Tower has been huge for scientist generation. Yeah, Madrid's really low production. It's going to be building spaceship parts for a while. Yeah, we've grown here. +5 food. I want to work the science, really. That's our slow lab city. Stable would actually be a little bit extra. We just need to find anything for production in the capital now. FJ Sports says, maybe build mines on those civil service hills in Madrid. Yeah, I think potentially, you're right. I mean, there's certainly no reason not to do it, isn't there? So I think that's a good idea. Let's try that. But I mean, we'll send our next 2 trade routes to Madrid as well, and that might just get us there. Oh, hey, here we go. Where was this going? So this was food to Barcelona, which doesn't need to happen anymore. This can be production to Madrid. It's Kepler. But welcome to the stream, FJS War, and its abstinence, actually. I forget whether or not I've seen both of you before in the stream today. 3 labs finishing next turn. William wants copper. Sure. I bet we're going to get stitched up again in a minute. Where it's saying that we've got 2 copies when we don't. We actually did accumulate enough to buy a lab. If we can get all these labs finished this turn, I'm happy with that. That might be the best way to spend our gold. So how can we figure that out? I mean, it's 1,000 per lab. So we'd actually need 50 gold per turn to get a lab. So it doesn't even sound worth it. Let's have a mint. Neuschwanstein might have been alright. Right. So we need to swap these. We have the railroad trade route and ability to build railroads, which means we should. Where are we going to build them first? We should actually also be probably golden aging now. We can save 1. No. When's our next artist coming? 9 turns, so we can actually bulb 1 artist here. Let's go and grab some railroads. There's no point. I mean, we've been waiting on this aluminium for so long. Let's not bother with that. Any other workers doing nothing? Yeah, this one. Right. Kremlin's 10 turns. We actually need to be building that. Or does Barcelona build the Kremlin? I think Barcelona builds the Kremlin. Because that's a social policy. We need that. We still need... I mean, we've got about 1.5 social policies in the bank. 1 to 1.5. Gonna need those for rationalism, so we still need 3 social policies. So Kremlin's absolutely necessary here. We need to work our lab slots, by the way. Here we're already at 20 pop, so we can just give up food for the lab. That's fine. Here we don't have one yet. Here we don't have one yet. Here we're already working it. Here we need to work the lab slots somehow. We're already at 17 pop. Like, this city's as good as it's going to get, isn't it? Let's take off some food. Railroad will help boost its production. And in here, we're actually starving. Kind of sucks, but we can work the lab slot there. 30 turn starve. We'll be aware of that. How do we... We don't need both workers doing these hills. We could just use one. Albus Boy says, what's up? Welcome to the stream, Albus. How long does our World's Fair bonus last? We've only got 9 turns left of the World's Fair bonus. So we might have to burn a couple of writers at the end of that. Which is okay. Depends if we're ready for the scientist and the engineer. By the way, we've already got enough to buy 3 scientists. So that's good. Because 3 scientists is 3,200-ish. So we've got enough. And in 6 turns, we'll have enough to faith buy an engineer too. We finally border grown to some horse. Santiago's is working. Trash tiles. Lab finishes next turn there. We can take 5-year plan. Production per city is just necessary. And then the cap's done with a mint. Is it an opera house? It's just working science, isn't it, right now? Like, that's all we want to do. Everywhere is work science. Once we finish, like, some rudimentary buildings, it's just research. Because we've got everything else. Yeah, stock exchange and then research. Out here is lab, then market, then research for sure. In fact, here we probably want to pre-build Oxford somehow. But we'll figure that out when the time comes. Except for this one city that's doing Kremlin. Okay. Get our railroad connections going and convert this over to a 5-year plan mine. Which, 5-year plan mines are pretty insane. Extra 2 production per city and 1 production on every mine is pretty wicked. I think we should convert this coal over to a mine now. The Coalido mines are exceptional. And we just don't need to grow Coalido anymore. Like, why bother? Why not just work a 5-year plan mine? This is good. No, I'm kind of happy with what Coalido's looking like. Here, I mean, this is what it is. 5-year plan mine that's not being worked sucks, but there's not a lot we can do about it. In here, we will be able to work another 5-year plan mine. I don't know where we're going to find the food. We might just use some gold and whatever to friend Vancouver. Not sure. But we can afford to go in a -1, -2 starve here or something. That's actually 60 turns. This is a 40-turn starve. The game's going to be done. Waza10 says hello there. Hello there, Waza10. And General Kenobi to you. Okay. Yeah, give away the copper. So, labs up, turn 116. So, by the way, all of our labs are up, turn 116. But I'm sure we'd be fine with turn 114.
Saluti. Venivanti.
If we had to be. Right, how do we do with the railroads like this? Oh, we've already done this one, have we? See, railroad. Yeah, I just wasn't thinking there. Okay. More railroads coming. Its abstinence says, you have an extra cargo ship if you need for food. That's true. I mean, we don't, but yeah, we do have one, and that is very valuable. I think we need to send them to Madrid, because Madrid is going to be the city that is using great engineers on scientist parts. We got 7. We've got far too many scientists, don't we? Like, we just have way too many. If I'm correct, like, we're already nearly at radar. Or nearly at rocketry. I feel like we got way too many scientists. Especially because our endgame science is 1,364. And in fact, we haven't even worked the lab slots yet. Yeah, our endgame science is 1,391. So it's basically 1,400 science. Also when we're working research. But yeah, the cap is going to be doing a lot of work. I mean, we're going to get 1 engineer from order. I bet we only need 2 engineers, probably. I mean, how does it look? 88, 71, 82. We might just be able to squeeze by with only 2 engineers. I mean, 3 will be fine. I'm just thinking we can faith buy 1, and then we've got another one for... we could use 1 for Hubble. Or we can just rush to Hubble. But 114 or 116, we'll bear that in mind. Maybe we should build the cargo, really. Before we're ready, before we're done, we should build the cargo. It's more useful now than it is later. We can buy spaceship factories where we need them. That's probably one way that we try and trim down spaceship part production time. We need to send trade routes from Cordoba. I know that. We've got oil somewhere. Need a fishing boat for that. But we can improve this oil there when we're done with railroads everywhere. This is done. And we just need to keep railroading out to this city. Should be able to get railroads out to Cordoba and GBR of Sevilla next. We definitely have too many scientists. So, I mean, 114 means we should be bulbing at some, like, 122, something like that. I don't want to leave it too late, because if we want to get below turn 140, we've got to be going soon. And we've got enough scientists to be able to do it. So I think every opportunity we get from now... I'll just take this research agreement in case we're still here in 25 turns. Every opportunity we get from now, we should probably just bulb a scientist. We lost an archer. Oh, what happened there? Barbarian musketman. Oh dear. Yes. Well, we don't have anything for that. He comes in and annoys us. There's not a lot we can do apart from bombarding it with the city. Barcelona's got a railroad connection now. It does. What? Oh. Okay. There's that. And then can we nick some production in Madrid? We've got 1.25 food left. There. That's good. 69.9 production only here. It's pretty lame. Oh, we want a trade route to send to the capital as well. So I want to get a caravan. GBR of Sevilla. If we're going to be building spaceship parts, there's like a core of cities that we're going to be doing it in. I'm pretty sure we send this from Cordoba to GBR. Because we've got 2 engineers for sure. So this feels like a good time. 5,800 though. I mean, what's that? That's about 40. Is that 1,400 times 4? I'm trying to... No, times 5. It needs to be times 5. So that's 1,000... About 100 and a bit. So I feel like we have to wait another couple of turns and then we can just start bulbing whenever the opportunity arises. Because we got so much science. Warrior nearly died here. Let's see if we can get something out to block this musketman. Caravan to Madrid for production, if that's where we're going to be engineering down parts. Definitely good everywhere, aren't we? We could be working a market slot here. Good here. Fine here. Fine here. Fine here. All good. Oh, we need to get a worker for that oil, but we're not ready for that yet. I knew we should have cleared that marsh at some point. Oh well. Because that oil will be a pretty good tile for Santiago. It's the last one that needs a railroad. We'll get the Kremlin. That'll leave us with just 2 social policy. We should be good on the social policy front. Borders of Madrid grew to some oil. We don't need that. Alright, it's time to start bulbing. It's turn 120. We've got 6,300. We're probably a little bit... I mean, what's that? That's 5k. It's like 7k is the best we can do, but we might be just running out of turns right now. So we'll do our best to start bulbing. They're going to average into the right place anyway, so let's not fuss too much about it. So just checking. Railroad here. Yep. And railroad to Cordoba. Yep. And that's a railroad all the way to Coledo as well. Yes. Let's start pre-building Oxford in Coledo. Oh no, there's not a railroad to Coledo yet, but there is one to Barcelona. Might need to like try some worker baiting or something here. See if we can get this oil online before the end of the game. Convert this over to a mine with 5-year plan. Just keep stacking gold. Literally the only thing we need it for is city-states and or buying spaceship factories, which I'm pretty sure I'm just going to call buying spaceship factories. Spaceship factories require 1 aluminium. This city-state has still never got its aluminium actually. Which is, I mean, we were banking on that to some degree. Is there anyone we can buy it for? It is only turned 120. Is there anyone we can... Yes, Venice. Nice. I mean, we need, like, all of it. So just give me it all, please.
Benissimo.
We even have any river cities? I was just thinking about hydro plants. Like, I mean, we shouldn't be building them now, but we don't actually have a single city settled on a river, so we couldn't build a hydro plant even if we wanted one. I think kind of amusing. 2 more scientists we're getting. Santiago and Coledo. 4 turns and 8 turns. And then we've got 7. And then we've got 3. Yeah, we got way too much science. So let's just go. Is that a Venetian settler at that city-state? Is Enrico gonna Enrico us? That's a good point. He probably will. I'm sure he's gonna. Yep, Rip Mombasa. Well, I'm glad we got the aluminium for it. We need to flip this over. Why is this starving? -3. That's fine. 2 turns for the Oxford. Got to remember not to do that. Oh, we've got 2 unassigned spies. City-states. Why not? Hanoi. And who's the other city-state that we need? Vancouver. It's pretty pointless, though. How do we convince Coledo to border grow to the aluminium? Try a couple of tiles. It's not doing it. That's really annoying. Oh well. We tried. I don't really want to spend any more because we might need to buy 3 spaceship factories. Probably don't. It's probably only worth buying a couple, but you know, just trying to keep it in the bag as best we can. The whole empire collapses because of a reader and that musket barbarian. I know that'll be funny. Enrico's really going for it though. That's the problem with neighbouring Enrico and having all of your allies as your neighbours. DBR Sevilla might starve if we're not careful. Like, is there a way to find this thing 1 more food? Anywhere? I mean, there isn't really, not without giving up production. This one's starving a little bit much, isn't it? So we could just do this. We can go for the serious starve once we're actually building the spaceship parts. I like that. 65 GPT when in Golden Age is enough. We can now faith by 1 engineer. We need to keep bulbing. Where's the fastest Apollo build? 7,666. Our capital's actually pretty slow. We should just build Apollo maybe here. It's the highest production city. And then go for satellites next. We might have to engineer down Hubble. The more I think about it, the more I feel like that is going to be true. We actually might be a tiny bit short on culture. Where are we? 2 turns left on the World's Congress. Can we get to... There's 2... Yeah, we can get to there before we need to take Scientific Revolution. We'll go towards satellites next turn. Maybe we, like, thingy down advanced ballistics. Which we could do. We'll see how we're going.
Geloof dat ik iets heb wat u...
See how long it is for Hubble. Oh, no. I should have done the shrine rebuilding trick if we were going to do that. That's really annoying. Whoops. Great artist has been born. How's this going? 1 turn until we need to take a technology. Can we bulb through this? Yes, good. Okay, that time's up. And we've discovered aluminium. Nice. Of course, it's a food tile here. Oh, well. Sucks to be GBR of Sophia. Or was the Sophia of Sevilla? Yes, this oil well online. And Santiago's now connected, is it? It is. Oh, well, we need to get Hubble built. We've got a spy still. Like, what on earth do we do with this spy? Let's put it in the cap. That's fine. Could just build parts in 5 cities. That feels like a reasonable use of time. At which point we should engineer down Hubble. I think. If I am correct, it does mean that we should be engineering down Hubble. Because it's 11 turns. There's no way that we can hard build that. So, buy ourselves one of the great engineers. And we vote Venice again. Because it's not world leader yet. Wait. And then we'll see where we need to buy spaceship factories, I guess. This was Santiago for food. It can be Santiago for production. That's good. We've got a few respectable spaceship building cities. We're going to be building the spaceship within 4 turns. I think we should keep the Golden Age going. It's about that time. Yeah, because 2 more Golden Ages is going to carry us through the whole spaceship part building period. So we can just bulb these 2 now. And see if we can get to building. We'll be building spaceship parts on turn 126, which sets us up for going sub 140. Kremlin. Oh, I finished Oxford University. Ouch. I knew I was going to do that. So then that's ballistics. But that was always a risk. Whoops. So I think we push for... I mean, what do we push for now? Is we're going to have to put the rationalism finisher on something. I mean, we still need to go for nanotech. Got 4 scientists left. We're going to be... we can wait 1 turn for the Hubble Space Telescope. We have piety, which helps. So next, in a couple of turns, for the Apollo program. Apparently we can trade 4 copper from Venice. I would really love to be able to take nanotechnology next, but I just don't think that we can. 1 turn. Can we, like, delay by 1 more turn here? If we're building Hubble, it doesn't matter anyway. I'm pretty sure if we generate this scientist here. Ha! Netherlands has taken order. See, we've generated this scientist now. In Santiago. We can bulb it through computers. We can then actually, instead of taking the rationalism finisher yet, what we can do is we can take the engineer and the scientist from Spaceflight Pioneers. Bulb the scientist.
1.
Oh, I didn't want to put that into nanotechnology. Can I put that into something else? I think so. I think we can do that. Because then we can use the rationalism finisher on nanotech. And then we're just researching our way straight to particle physics for the W. And now we're just waiting for... Now we can build the Hubble. Because that's spaceship part production across all of our cities. Got another writer. Orbit. Yeah, we can squeeze out of all of these. We got a couple more turns for Apollo. I'm not voting for Venice, no way. Spain. He's pretty close, though. We almost lost to, like, turn 124 Diplo victory to Venice. Like, what? Sounds crazy, but it's true. And now we can buy 3 scientists, which we should do. So, scientist here. Scientist here. How many scientists? That puts us on 7. I wonder if we need the last one. I'm pretty sure we've got way too many. We should buy another engineer. We'll see whoever's taking the longest and engineer the part down in there or something. That's just a... Oh, it's just a host, not a leader. Yeah, it was close though, isn't it? I'm pretty sure I said UN. Or saw UN. It's going to be close though. We've got 2 more scientists and spaceship part production. Bulb Edmund Spencer. Oh, Lord knows what policy we're going to get. Just some gold, I guess, would be good. Bulb this through penicillin. We need to sell shrines everywhere. And rebuild them. So, shrine. I've never had this much faith before in the endgame for a long, long time. Can't do it in the Apollo program city, and we're not building a part in that far away one. We're building shrines everywhere that matters. That's good. Ready to build space parts next turn. Barcelona's got more production out all of a sudden. We're going for maximal overflows. Why you rebuild shrine, asks first tweet. It's because of the way that your rockets are fueled with Bibles. I know. It's because of the way that production works in Civilization 5. So, in Civilization 5, we might even actually be able to buy nuclear plants, so we should keep an eye on what we can get gold for. In Civilization 5, if you have too much production per turn, so, you know, we have like 80 production per turn or something, and the building costs less production than that. Instead of making you throw away all of that production that your city is generating that's over and above what you need, the city allows you to keep it to the next turn. And the amount that you can keep over to the next turn is equal to the production that you produced on the previous turn. So the shrine is the cheapest building in the game, which means that it's the one that we're going to have the most production left over to the next turn. And because we think the limiting factor in this victory is going to be spaceship part production, it means we need to try and find a way to bring down the number of turns required to build the spaceship parts, if at all possible. And we do that by overflowing as much production possible from the turn before we start building the spaceship parts onto the turn that we do build the spaceship parts. And that's why we're building the shrine, because it's the cheapest building in the game. There is one final thing to know, which is that because we've opened piety, we actually get shrines and temples built in half the usual time. Now, the way that this works is that you actually get double production when you are building a shrine. So the monument and the shrine are the joint cheapest buildings in the game. But because we get double production towards building the shrine, we can overflow more because we're running at double the production that we would normally have done, despite the fact that the building still costs the same production. And that's important because the maximum amount that you can actually overflow from one turn to the next is based on the production from the turn before. So because we're doing double production towards the shrine, we can actually overflow a maximum of 130 production onto the next turn, when our usual production per turn would only be 81.6. So that's why we're building shrines now, because it's one turn before we start building spaceship parts. We got Albert Einstein. Albert Einstein and Galileo Galilei. Oh, yes. Yeah, I remember why we got them. That's fine. And now we need to carry... I'm pretty sure we want to get another engineer here, not a scientist, because we've got 6 scientists and we've only got a handful of techs. So we didn't bulb soon enough, which is a lesson learned. So let's see what time this game could have been won on. Venice's army just moved up. I mean, it's probably just because he's got so much army. This game could have been won on turn 127 if we timed it properly. We need theocracy for sure here. What, 127 is unreal. This game could have been done on 127 if we bulbed soon enough. We've even got 3 scientists left over. What on earth? Well, we got to build the spaceship parts. 9 turns. No to here. 11 turns. 8 turns. Some turns. Some turns. No to here. First tweet says, nice, thanks for explaining that. It's still so good that it sounds like cheating. It kind of does, doesn't it? We need to engineer down in Santiago and again in Madrid. So I'm going to buy an engineer for Santiago. And we'll engineer in Santiago and Madrid. And then Madrid can build the next part in the 8 turns or whatever. I'm pretty sure this is fine. It's actually 2 turns here. Can we... So we need to buy a nuclear plant in the capital. That's got that down to 1 turn. And then we need to engineer down here as well. And then all of these other cities. We've got the Golden Age running. So it's really easy to get this down to 8. It's a bit more to get the other ones down to 8. But we might manage it. If we get like... I mean, we could probably find it. I mean, this city doesn't actually need a spaceship factory to get down to 8. I imagine just by giving up food, we can get this down. Yeah, we got this down by giving up food, and we're not going to be here in 15 turns' time. So it's two spaceship factories can try and get down the turn of the wind, generating more engineers instead of scientists to rush the parts. Well, no, the timer's gone too far back now. We can't do it because we generated so many scientists. This is one of the clear occasions where we should have bowled multiple times to get to labs because we didn't have enough time after. I would actually like to produce a caravan in Colido. Well, we can buy 2 spaceship factories and then we can try and net ourselves something for anywhere else that needs it. So let's go and take a bunch of Venice's money. I'm going to give up 20 for 420. Blaze it. And we can have ourselves a couple of spaceship factories. Oh, it's 780. That's good. I believe they cost aluminium. That's why I did that. Can we get any more aluminium? Yeah, 2 from William. Sweet. Now these cities are down to 7, so Barcelona's lagging again, which means we can give up 40 for 880, I guess.
Saluti. Andevanti.
He wants more, 42. Okay, that's fine. I can do 42. Have a spaceship factory there. That's got that down to 6, so now we're back down to these. I'm pretty sure Santiago is going to be the lagger now. And then Madrid's also going to lag. Stop working science slots. Yeah. When we figure it out, we're going to do it. In Madrid, I'm pretty sure we just need to go to Mega Starve because we don't need culture anymore. We got this. Don't need gold anymore either. In fact, we don't need science at all. So just dumping all of these dudes out of the slots works. We could unwork the scientist slots too, because that's a good call. We don't need to work those now, because we've got all the science we need. Cordoba can starve as much as it likes. GBR of Sevilla is already starving. It's not even working this tile. In fact, I know what Santiago needs to work this tile. Big time. Okay. So Cordoba can give up this for this. And then we can even let the cap work this tile over a flat food tile. We've got loads of food because we just unworked everything. Yeah, we're doing the best we can. Still particle fizz. It doesn't even matter if particle fizz is in. I mean, it does kind of matter, I guess, if particle fizz is in 2 turns at this point. It looks like we're good. Cordoba and GBR Sevilla, they're as good as we can get. We're a long, long way behind here. I mean, maybe buying a nuclear plant might manage it, but 7 turns, it's going to be slower than... The cap's going to be the limiting factor now. Which is why we're building the caravan. We're actually sending Cordoba. Are we sending Cordoba? No, Colido. We are actually sending Colido to Madrid, but we'll try. In Sevilla, you can abandon schools and lab. Yeah, we don't need to, though. Just don't need to do it here. Because the limiting factor to production at this point is probably going to be Madrid. So there's no need to do it in here. Cordoba's the one where we need to try and nick a turn, because every other city can get a spaceship part to the capital in 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Oh, this is close. Okay, I've got a plan, which is to try and get railroad built to the capital. From Cordoba across the top, because then every city can get a spaceship part to the capital in 1 turn. We also just need to not end up at war with Venice, so I'm going to see if I can pay him to declare war on anyone else.
Saluti. Sì?
Wederom.
I don't know that Venice is going to war us, but I really don't want to find out. I don't know if... Oh, Sweden. Will Sweden do it? Okay. Just saw that plan at the same time. Yeah, I mean, he's probably just got a bunch of units. It's probably why his units have all moved out. I'm just curious. All right, well, we'll see what we got. That's everything we can do this turn. I mean, we can try and nick another nuclear plant, maybe. Particle physics and build the last part in Madrid. How long is it going to be? 6 turns for the SS engine. So we can see that these have all lined up, and there's no way of getting any more. We're not ever... I mean, if we can get... We can't find 60.5 in the cap, so... We're all done. We can just search for nuclear fusion, I guess. And then see, this is the limiting factor. 9 turns on the part, but we can engineer it down to 2. So we've got this triplet of 6 turns. So we're actually... We could have won on 127, but we're instead going to win on 133. So that's how this ends up in the end. I didn't realise... I mean, we should have bowled more scientists, basically. We've got 3 scientists left over, so we should have burned 3 of them to get to labs. So that's a learning point. This thing can be done 127, maybe even faster. We'll see how much of the tech tree we can complete. We need to send production from... Is Barcelona sending to the capital? Barcelona's sending to nowhere. And yeah, it's going to be... Yeah, it's hard to get Madrid down. Let's not worry about it. Let's use our remaining couple of scientists. But this is easy below 140, jeez. I'd love to find a way to get it down to 133, but I don't think it's possible. And there's the railroad that gets that part to the capital in 1 turn. Where's this last scientist? There he is. Aristotle. Well, we're only going to be left with stealth and then future tech. Final pop check. 124. So turns are actually higher than pop now. RIP that. The dream. Sweden's got a settler coming. We've definitely got the fastest route from everywhere back to the capital. These are railroads. It's like 9 tiles or something that a railroaded thing can travel, I forget. See, we're still behind in Madrid by a good 34 and a bit, so there's no way that I mean, we could try and... Because Cordoba... yes. We don't really need to worry about it now. It's next turn. My first typo might have been a bit hard to do. Should have won by turn 24, lol. Yeah, maybe. I mean, I reckon if we'd done it properly, we could have won by turn 124. Actually. I reckon if we played it properly from about turn 110, I reckon this could have been done then. Because it could have been 127 easily. So 124 might well have been incredibly doable. Just deleting workers now, we don't need them. There's a space part. Yeah, so look, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 turns travel time to Madrid. It's easy. 2 parts, is it? Yeah, we've got 2 parts. We've got 4 building. Easy peasy. 1, 3, 3 it's going to be. Not bad, really. Cordoba's going to starve in 5 turns, which we're going to be done in time for. On the hope that we can shave a turn. There's just no way to get a turn off in Madrid. There's nothing we can build here to get a turn off in Madrid, so it doesn't even matter what we do in the expands. Our golden age is still lasting. We're not going to go unhappy because we've got 29 happiness. Although, we've not got any ideology pressure yet, so technically, if maximum ideology pressure came in... No, great engineer is going to be... Oh, we could have done, actually. Could nick an engineer here. If we can get a turn off GBR of Sevilla... It's by a long way. We should have bought the nuclear plant straight away. If that was going to happen. Because we're still 68 behind. 34 behind here. And there's just no way of getting 34 production out of this. Yeah, so GBR of Sevilla really needed more. So if the nuclear plant had been bought straight away, maybe. Actually, so that could have been a turn, but I didn't. I probably should have bought it just in case. I don't see why, can I not just buy this tile so that we can border grow to the aluminium? We could great engineer purchase, but there's no point. The engineer won't speed up any of these turn times. When you've got 3 cities all to get down by a turn, it's so difficult to do. Buy a great profit and convert Enrico, lol. I don't even think we can go far enough at this point to convert Mombasa. Toledo finally border grew to the aluminium after we bought all the tiles. It's going to be turn 133 though. That is the fastest I've ever done, and this is a ridiculous Spain game. And we know that this can go faster. Nearly balked myself by that caravan finishing. Production to Toledo. Some AIs are, I was about to joke, some AIs are just taking ideology, but in a normal game we might not have ideology by now. The crazy games. Just checking to make sure no open borders AI units can get in the way of our spaceship parts getting to our cities. Which they can't. And the final 3 parts to put on this turn. Turn 133. We've actually researched the internet too. Cordoba was about to starve in 1 turn. Final pop count, 124. So this is going to be a turn 133 science victory as ridiculous Spain, basically. Kind of dies. William's denouncing people left and right, is he? I didn't even notice. Where's the notification log? Oh yeah, Netherlands has denounced India, then Brazil denounced the Netherlands. Probably because ideologies all just came down. But there we go, with this ridiculous Spain Empire. So 133 turns. That's as fast as we managed it this time round, but we know it can be done faster. We know it can be done on at least turn 127 with correct usage of great scientists. And I reckon with correct usage of the great scientists, it can probably be done even faster than turn 127. So much so that it can probably be done in as many turns as pop, probably. I reckon 124 is in reach. But it is the fastest I have ever experienced. And in fairness, it is a ridiculous map. I mean, Lake Vic capital, pagodas and mosques, KSM, double GBR, like, and Fountain of Youth. I guess what else? What else could you expect, huh? Yeah, GG. This was bonkers indeed. All right, well, let's pop this on. The booster for the win. It's crazy. Absolutely crazy. I mean, we weren't actually... We were 3 behind in crop yield. You think we would have tried to make it better? Thanks for the GGs, everybody. OJB, Nightbot, Nizef, Operator Semigroup, Rustify. Thank you very much. I mean, we got 98% tech by Zone 133. It's insane. Augustus Caesar level victory. Imagine if we hadn't lost... What did we lose? We lost Artemis. We lost Toa by turn. Imagine if we hadn't lost Toa by 1 turn. Imagine that. If we'd got Petra instead of William building it for his silly 1-tile Petra. Top score. That's the only thing that matters. We all know that. Mega building maintenance. Food per turn. We gave up top food right at the end. Look at this food per turn. That's unreal. Golden Age turns. Okay. Military might. We never really worried about that. Number of cities. Got our 6. Number of known techs. There's where we missed out. We could have bulbed earlier, for sure. And here's our population. Look at that pop graph. Did we lose Petra? Yeah, we might. Actually, I think we did lose Petra by a turn. You're right. We lost another one by 1 turn, or 2 turns for sure. It might have been 2 turns, that one, but we definitely lost 2 big wonders by like 2 turns. It might well have been Petra, you're right. Imagine if we got Petra as well. That would have been insane. Yeah, I know, ridiculous pop. 124 is crazy. I mean, it is only 6 cities. My 6 city benchmark would normally be 105. So it's only like 19 over. It's just how early all of the pop came, which is what made this absolutely ridiculous. Oh, Fluffy Timbits, I forgot to get to your question earlier. Asks, did you load this game randomly or is it an autosave from somewhere? So it was submitted to us by Alex Saka. Is someone who contributes to the Discord and joins the stream from time to time. He's got a passion for playing OP Spain games. So this is one of the maps that Alex just rolled until we got this ridiculous layout of natural wonders. And we started it from turn 0. If you would like to play, it is on the Discord. If you go to suggestions on the PCJ Law Discord, the save is literally just at the top of the screen called perfectciv5.save. If you would like to play it. And if you're not a member of the Discord, you can find it socials, which is just coming up on screen now. So yes, if anyone would like to play it, the map is available. You can thank Alex Saka for it. Our resident Spain enthusiast. These graphs though, look at this. Production. We even were top production from the really early game. Which is kind of crazy. I'm pretty sure the Deity AI is underperformed, if I'm honest, in this game. Like, the Deity AI should have more than us right now. I'm entirely sure the Deity AI underperformed. Because didn't we have to trigger printing press or something? Didn't we trigger the World's Congress? Usually the Deity AI trigger the World's Congress a lot sooner. And here's the map. And we can check that they underperformed because everyone was just so low on cities. Like, we have 5. I mean, granted, we had 5 cities by turn 25, which is what it is. 6 cities by turn 34, which is why Spain is so OP when you get all the natural wonders. But still, like, some Deity... I mean, in the last game that we were playing or something, or like 2 games ago, we got screwed because an AI settled like our spot as their like 5th city on turn 30 or something. Whereas we have a bunch of peaceful AIs, like Netherlands didn't found any extra cities. Sweden, 3 cities is not like a regular number for a Sweden AI. Brazil, just like everyone went with their starting settler, basically. Except for Sweden. And Sweden, you know, they still took until turn 25 to found their city. And so all of these civs just on their starting second settler for a long time, and including Venice. Sweden is still 4 cities turn 64. Netherlands 3 cities turn 64. That's rubbish. Of course, I guess the AIs were, yeah, I mean, yeah, the AIs were, of course, handpicked. That's probably true. Sweden, so you can get the great person generation and then just a bunch of peaceful AIs. But I mean, still, look, because good AIs help carry you through the mid game as well. Like, you can easily try and, for example, justify getting some AIs far away, but just India 2 cities, Brazil 3 cities, Netherlands 3 cities. Like, even for these AIs, this is nothing, right? Like, when would you expect all of these AIs to be on 4, 4, 3, 4, turn 83? It just doesn't feel like something they normally do. Willie is the most disappointing one here. William is one of these guys I would for sure expect to get more. But he was only on 3 cities for the longest time. I mean, maybe some of that is to do with, like, I know what some of it could be to do, like the war, maybe. Like the lack of wars, the distance, something like that. But still, like, it's nothing. Just nothing. And by the way, there are only 7 city-states on this map. I think that is intentional. Because some city-states had to be turned off to make sure that all of the natural wonders were settleable. Yeah, last game he had 30 cities. Sounds about right. But there we have it. The Spain OP game. A Deity turn 133 science victory on quick game pace. Yeah, Pedro and Gandhi could... Exactly, like Pedro and Gandhi could also do better. They could all do better. Wills could have done better. Sweden done better. Gandhi. Pedro. Venice did what Venice can do, in fairness. It's just we should not be spending the majority of the game as us being the person with the most cities. Like, we were joint top cities with Sweden until turn 129. We were joint top cities, and that, shouldn't be a thing. So I guess we might have lost out a couple of turns as well by not having other strong AIs to follow in science. Don't know. Insane nonetheless. The power of natural wonders. The land's not even that good. The land's pretty garbage, really, but having access to all of those natural wonders is insane. I mean, the land's not garbage, but it's not, like, brilliant, right? Like, all of these cities were as good as they were because of how early they were founded. If they'd been founded 20 turns later, like normal, they would have been so much less good. Interesting. But there we have it.